Oneyplays with friends.
Welcome to Oneyplays. This is my special channel. I'm taking over for Chris, and I'm playing one of the few games that I'm any good at.
He's playing Pikmin.
Welcome to Pikmin with Ding Dong and Julian, and also Chris is there.
Thanks.
I'm
Thanks
glad
for
you
letting me
introduced
in.
him last.
No.
The way it should be.
Leave me alone. You guys have been bullying me all day.
Does this remind you of your past, Ding Dong?
I choose not to remember.
How come you don't? How come you never want to elaborate on your?
There's a reason I'm not there anymore.
Oh. It's filled with bad memories.
That was the inside of his brain for a second.
I did too. It looked like it. There it is, his brain.
It killed him.
Why is he steering right into it?
Because he wants to get smarter.
Is he fucking stupid?
He went to Jupiter to get more stupider.
Now he's going to Venus, and he has a penis.
You know, women are from Venus and men are from Saturn.
From Mexico.
Men from Mars to buy candy bars.
They're a gender with a knack for adventure.
Gender with a knack for adventure. Look at those low res textures. They're very blurry.
His racial eyes.
I think they could have improved on the lighting. Your face when I said that.
Hey everybody, we're gonna complain for this whole playthrough. Wow, that looks shit.
Oh, no, that's fun. I like this game a lot. I like Pikmin.
Me too. It's one of my very top favorites.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, Julian, what do you like about it?
I like that it's really weird. I like that the general mood is a lot of fun, and I think it's fun to play.
The atmosphere is a big part of it for me.
Yeah. I like the creature designs.
Yeah, well, Julian, whenever the text box comes on screen, there's a tiny bar at the bottom. Julian!
Yeah.
What are you doing?
He's grabbing the flower.
Take this, fucker.
Don't throw a rubber chicken at me. That fucking hurts.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Chris.
Why'd you attack your friend?
It's about to
Stop playing with my rubber chicken.
Where'd you get it? Aren't they supposed to make noises?
No.
Yeah, they're supposed to go.
There's the ones that scream.
Yeah, you
But I
see
don't
that
have
video
one.
Yeah.
where you push down on 50 at once,
And I go,
and then make old ladies run away.
Good to oops.
why'd you make a little noose for the rubber chicken?
Because he's dead.
It's funny.
Is that Miss Fowl?
Don't throw it back.
I'm not throwing it back.
Do you know who I am?
I'm holding it like a gun. Isn't that funny?
I like it when people hold their cat's paws and break them into weird positions so they pretend they're machine guns.
Oh my god.
Break them. I like when people.
Is that a thing that people
chaos.
actually do?
Yeah, they pick up their cats by the front and hind legs and go, look, he's a gun, ha ha.
Remember?
I remember
Julian,
from
that's
the
in
one.
David Furr.
I was just gonna say that's the only
Yeah.
place I've ever seen it.
No, I've seen people do it lots of times.
That it wouldn't work. They would their legs would bend.
Yes, but people do it anyway.
Yeah.
And the cats go, ha, I am a gun, brow.
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 Pushing the box.
is that the sound of pushing the box, Chris?
10. This is pissing me off, Julian.
What do you think that thing feels like if you stick it up your
Surrounded.
butt?
It's a massager.
That's a throbulator.
Chris, I wanted to ask you earlier if I just ripped open Ding Dong's pants and started sucking his dick,
Oh my god.
would you stay? Like, would you stay in the room?
Probably.
You don't have to be into it. You could just be like,
What if
you could be like uncomfortable and trying to focus on something
ripped
else.
open your pants and he started sucking your dick?
Well,
Would
then
you
of
stay?
course he'd leave.
Yeah, I'd probably leave then. Maybe.
The door is
I
locked.
would not stay in either of those situations.
The
Okay.
door is locked. How frantically would you try to escape, or would you just accept it?
I would just say, can you guys please stop? I don't
No,
feel.
he's doing it to you.
I would slap him right on the head, really hard.
go.
That? That's
I want to make an emanation.
Is that Lucy Liu from Charlie's Angels?
Oh yeah, she goes. Oh. What does she do?
it's the first.
She does the
girl.
Lancer. She
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
dancer.
Why did she do that?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
the first girl who goes, oh.
Oh no, my foot. Ow, ow, ow.
That could have been a really good
Play
game.
that at some point.
Charlie's
We
Angels.
could, yeah.
Doesn't it like start looping, or like once you beat a level, it just puts you back to the start of that level or something? Or was that just something that John?
You have to switch between characters.
Day one, the dolphin is an emulator that's being played on.
Day one, the Dolphins.
The dolphin's stinky. What would you do if you
Dolphins don't smell good when you put them on land.
What would you do if dolphins just grew like human legs and walked around?
They would be raping everybody.
You think?
It would be an epidemic.
They put them back in the water. So stop it.
I can't stop burping. Just gotta wait for this.
Why is your fucking house so hot?
What?
I have no idea, actually.
Because Julian's in it.
Julian, stop secreting steam
That's
juices.
disgusting.
I don't listen when you say good things, only the bad things.
I mean, they didn't. Anyway, let's talk about something else.
Julian, why do you tie your hair back into a huge spike?
Because it's too hot in here.
Because he's an M and
I still need to. You know what? This weekend, I'm gonna finally go for it. I'm gonna try the pompadour.
Pompadour?
You really think so?
Because that's what I grew the hair out for.
Julian, if you do it, I'll still be your friend, I swear.
You promise?
No?
Chris,
What?
catch the chicken.
Show it to me, baby.
Ride the pig.
You whipped me with the rope! Stop! Give me!
you have to say, give me the funny chicken.
Give me the funny chicken! Thank you. He's got a little, like, orange clit for some reason.
Give me the donut, Kramer.
Julian, you should tie this rubber chicken to your belt and just walk around with it tied to you all the time.
That would
Like a Spurger would do.
Yeah, exactly.
You could be like the Melissa and Mike guy, where he wears the t-shirt.
He does have it. Doesn't he wear a tail? Or no, it's that his hat has hair.
He wears the hat and he wears the t-shirt
his hat
that
has
says,
ears on it.
I am Mike, the hardcore and awesome.
We recently showed Chris, Mike, and Melissa,
It's really good.
and
I liked it.
yeah.
It's a good show.
An entire classroom had to watch it.
It's great. I like the part where he says how much he hates composition in the video that's 20 minutes long with awful composition.
Chris,
Ah.
are you saying that there's a reason he may not like it?
I think there's a raisin way he may not like
Or
it.
what's the reason?
His principal handed him a raisin, said, "That's all you get for putting in so little effort." He said, "Ugh!" And he went home and he made that cartoon.
that's pretty close to how he screams in it.
He goes, "Ow!"
Oh yeah, he does. He says this is not metal.
He goes, "This is not metal." And he's trying not to be loud while he screams, so it's
Oh,
like that.
isn't that the worst thing when people are
Whisper
trying to
scream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's so
Genesis
awful.
did it. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
He goes,
He did. He whisper screamed at us.
"Prepare to run." It's that kind of shit. It's really relatable as well. That's why it's super cringy.
That's why little kids like watching YouTubers who scream, because it's a special privilege that they hope to one day have, because they can't scream.
when I grow older.
They will.
The
I
man in
can't
the
wait
video
to walk out
screams
of that
so loud.
college with my degree.
When
and
the bomb
scream.
comes down, they're all gonna scream.
And they'll say, finally, I get to do it.
Get to do it. You sounded Irish there.
Get to do it.
I finally get to fucking do it, you prick.
You pre?
Prick. You fucking spastic.
There it is, the yellow onion.
Fuck, dude.
Leave the chicken alone.
I dropped it on the box. What?
What's your favorite color of Pikmin?
Pikeman?
Yeah.
Originally, the game was called Pikmin, and it was about tribal people. And then everyone
Like the
Nintendo
heads
said,
on
no,
pikes.
no, don't do this.
They were pikemen and they were pikeys for short.
Pikeys.
Come here, you fucking pikey. And then the Nintendo got deleted.
Miyamoto has the famous quote where he said, Pike should take a hike.
Pikeys should take a haiku.
Haiku. What do you think is the worst thing that Miyamoto ever actually said? Like hypothetically speaking.
Go home and wait to pig.
He probably has said that at some point. There's the one photo of him showed on screen when he was throwing the Pikmin at the audience at E3.
Oh yeah, and he looks really angry.
Yeah, he looks really unhappy. He got a little fit of rage. He started attacking the audience.
Do you think behind closed doors he like grabs Reggie by the collar and drags him into
Reggie would grab him by the collar.
No, Miyamoto grabs Reggie by the collar and drags him to a room and starts hitting him. What are you going to
Like for
do?
no particular reason, like fucking Ren and Stimpy.
Stupid fucking American.
Reggie's scary.
Reggie?
Yeah.
Reggie's not
He
scary.
looks like a
Yeah, he is.
Frankenstein.
Yeah, he looks like a monster. If you freeze frame any point of time when he's talking, he always makes a really ridiculous face because he doesn't have a normal facial structure.
Looks like he was grown in a petri dish.
By the way, we went to Denny's and I feel sick to my stomach after eating it.
Yeah, we went to Denny's and it was like a fucking carnival inside. There's so many scary looking people.
Yeah.
Scary-looking people.
No, it's not a lie. It was seriously every table.
The guy sitting right next to us looked like...
Did you see what he was doing? He was getting up and stealing things from every single table.
he really?
And he was pocketing some of it.
Wait, really?
Yes.
He looked like a
He kept
melting
looking
version of-
around.
he looked like a melting version of Trevor from GTA.
Yeah, he kind of did. And then as we're leaving, this whole family of
He literally...
there's
he
a
looked
really
like monster.
there's a really fat one with the ponytail, and he was like marching in.
Yeah, he looked like a monster.
You all sit down there. I'm gonna get a table for us.
Missing precisely half of his teeth in the wrong order.
What's the right order to be missing your teeth?
Well, it was like he has a tooth, missing a tooth, has a tooth, missing a tooth. It was like there was such big gaps between his teeth. It
Yeah,
just
so
looked
he
like-
can clamp his mouth down further than most people can.
Julian, why do you like Pikmin so much?
I don't know, because I told you it's a fun game. I like the mood, and I think it's fun to play.
Welcome to
That's exactly how he sounded.
So he said, "Welcome to Goodman." Why are we talking about Goodman?
And then they go to Good Burger. They say, "I ordered this, and you didn't give me this.
You said,
Can you
well-
make a joke?"
Okay, here's a joke. I will give you new burger. Oh no, it's
I'm
shitty
angry.
too.
This wasn't what I ordered, but that was funny.
Cal Mitchell, you're going places, boy.
That he never did.
Whatever happened to him?
He had drug problems, didn't he?
Did he?
I think
remember
so.
there was an episode of
He was in Attack of the Show.
there was an episode of Keenan and Kel where they kept doing close-up shots of his face, and it was really zitty. And I turned off the TV as a young boy.
You got scared.
You just wanted to grab his face and squeeze it as hard as you could.
Chris, did anybody
pop it all at once?
did anything ever scare you when you were a kid that you were watching TV, so you would like run out of the room?
Not run out. The only time I ever did that was with Final Fantasy VII. Was at the beginning of the game when the timer was going off. Right before the city exploded, I turned off the PlayStation and ran out crying. I didn't play it again for a few years.
It's adorable.
I was very scared. My dad felt really scammed when he bought that game.
Why?
So we went to Dublin for my birthday, and I bought a bunch of Tasmania stuff because I was obsessed with Taz at the time. And my dad went into a game store, and he's like, "What's a good game to buy now?" And the guy was just like, "Oh, Final Fantasy VII, it's the best thing ever." My dad put it in for like an hour, and then he stood up and went, "This is fucking shit," and he walked out and he left it there. Then I played it, and that was right when that happened, and I turned it off.
It's adorable.
Why did he hate it?
Because he didn't like the stupid anime aesthetic or reading or
You didn't like
fighting.
reading?
He likes playing poker.
Ding Dong, what did you get scared of when you were a kid?
Oh my god.
His own face.
Did you run away from the TV?
I remember Yoshi's Island. I didn't like seeing Baby Mario get carried off, and I would cover my eyes when it happened. The Banjo-Kazooie game over screen, I always ran up to the system to turn it off before
How
I
old were
started
you?
playing. That came out when I was like 7 or
That was
something.
a year ago.
Still haven't gone over it. What else? The moon hitting the earth and Majora's Mask freaked me the fuck out.
That makes a little more sense to me, at least.
Resident Evil like 1 and 2's death scenes used to freak me out.
The concept of dying scared me a lot as a kid.
It still does.
I remember I was a very big baby about it. In the Christmas Story when he's shooting the bad guy bandits in his daydream and they have the crosses over their eyes, that scared me as a kid because I didn't like the idea of people dying. And I remember what was it? We had a board game. It was 1313 Dead End Drive, and it's supposed to be you're supposed to be trying to kill each other. I said, can we not do it that they die? Can we just say they're sleeping? I didn't like the idea of death.
I mean, who does?
And now it's
Me.
everywhere. It's in this very game.
I enjoy it
Would
now.
you have been scared of this game?
Pikmin?
Yeah. Since like death is a.
I felt weird about it when I was younger and I first played it. I still get a little bit of that. Seeing dead bodies of some of these things just staying there still makes me feel a little bit weird.
Do you like when the little sad ghost comes out?
That's okay.
It's gonna happen right now.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Look at that filthy fucking polka
Do you think
dot.
they had to add that in
What?
just to make it feel more cutesy?
Yeah?
It was probably just like a gameplay sort of thing.
think
Like
so?
it makes it obvious
That's
that
true.
they're dead.
That's true. You know, these people are on Earth, Chris. And
These
they're walking
people?
around.
Yeah, this is the future.
This is the future?
Yeah,
Is it really?
yeah.
How far are we talking?
I always got the impression that it was supposed to be after humans had died off, but then like you come back to like this area in
Yeah.
Pikmin 2 and it's got like new human stuff in it.
I feel like it's just modern times.
Do you like how Louis,
It could be modern
Do you like
times.
how Louis is an asshole?
Yes,
Everyone treats him like shit, and then at the end of the game he tries to kill you.
Who's
Yeah.
Louis?
it's the player 2 character.
Oh, the little fat guy. Right?
Yeah.
I remember him. And I've only ever played this one.
Second one's pretty good.
The second one is good. I mentioned before, and I like that they improved on the gameplay a lot, but I think it's a little too fantastical. I like this game being very sort of grounded in reality. Chris,
Grandma's gonna
do
sew the pants off.
how earlier you were singing the bells of Notre Dame but with Crash Bandicoot. That was really funny.
Yeah, do it.
We go, wow, 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 wow.
No, it was Hellfire. You were singing Hellfire.
It's the same shit.
It's not the same song.
What was I doing? I
It's a
forget.
different one.
You're
Oh wait, yeah, that is Hellfire.
You're-
You
you're
did start
changing
doing
the
Hellfire.
lyrics around.
It's because I was thinking of the opening. They do use Hellfire in the opening. I thought that was very funny.
He goes, something in Paris, the city waits to the fucking of Notre Dame. Yo, collect that big pill, Julius.
What do you think of these big pills?
What are they?
I'd take them.
I don't remember what. I think they said it's like nectar of flowers crystallized, which doesn't make any sense. I guess that sort of disproves my thing about this being grounded in reality.
Is that guy dead?
Yeah,
What do they do with him?
they eat them.
Really?
Yeah,
Pikmin are cute.
they are.
I like
Especially
the
when they
ones,
kill things.
I like the ones with no noses. The ones with noses should all be gassed in the oven
Why?
because they're different.
They're all different. The yellows aren't like the blues.
Which ones have the noses?
The red ones.
Reds.
Fucking red bastards.
Chris, that's a real life thing.
What?
You can't talk about red people.
You red bastards.
Oh,
You can't talk about anything, Julian.
It's true.
I really feel sick from that
You
Denny's.
fucking purple bastard. You can't say that. There's a boy who is purple somewhere.
He's choking. Someone help him.
Fine, you fucking...
He's choking.
You fucking cyan son of a bitch. My daughter was cyan.
I
was
drew
her
all
name?
over her.
Her name was cyan, but she was not that color. Fine, you fucking... white... Yes! Kill the whites!
Let's actually say things that we can use in the episode.
You can use that.
Okay. If you say so, that's fine.
What's wrong with that?
I'd leave everything.
Julian,
in if
you
it
can
were
say
me.
kill the whites, it's fine. Look at all those guys headbutting the wall. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Well, I can't do anything right.
They're knocking it down. Did you ever see the video of the guy who gets really mad at Step Mania and there's like all these holes in the wall and he punches a new...
Oh my
he
God.
punches his monitor and he says, oh, fucking... As you can see, here's all the holes in my wall. It's the fucking game. He just keeps playing it and he punches new holes in the wall because he keeps getting angry at it. You break stuff all the time.
I do not.
This morning you
How
broke...
dare you?
You broke a computer, a remote,
Yeah, I sure did.
a TV,
That sure did
Remote
happen.
to the computer.
the refrigerator, and 3 light bulbs. Get in there! You only got 1 second. Those aren't real seconds. Boop, boop. Those are video game seconds. And I get to watch them all go nighty-night.
I love this fucking song.
I don't like that you can't skip it.
I like that you can't skip.
And so it can be tense.
It makes you realize, you know what? Sometimes you gotta just end the day.
It's tense because you don't know if you made it out safely or if any of your pickies died.
Pickies?
I'm very happy with how sore I am.
You're sore?
Yeah, my back really hurts.
Look, they go hungry.
Yeah, no matter what you do, somebody's gonna be sad and hungry and die. Just like real life. You can't save everybody.
But you can save the game.
One day there'll be a sunspot and all electronic material on this planet will be wiped out.
A sunspot?
Nothing is permanent.
That's the whole...
That's why, Julian, you gotta put all of your work onto a memory stick and tie it to a rocket and shoot it into space.
There you go.
Isn't it more likely to get fucked up in space?
Is it? I don't know.
Because there's like cosmic rays. It would make the text go all wiggly.
Julian, what would you put on a stick and send to space?
You know, that was
Furry porn.
that was Static Shock's weakness was sunspots.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You know, speaking of which, Doodle Dudes, Julian.
What?
What?
That's probably when is that episode going
That's
up,
true.
Chris?
Never mind, that shouldn't be in.
That's probably
Sorry.
not timely. Listen, you told me to do it. No, you didn't. Chris did.
Exactly.
Fucking. If
You're gonna
there's a
tell me to put
sunspot-
my talents to waste?
Julian, look, if there's a solar flare or a sunspot or the sun just fucking burns out,
Or a lunar deadening.
all we gotta do is pole vault to the next planet.
Okay.
Or sun murder. Or a lunar genocide.
Lunar Genesis?
Let's go to the moon someday.
And die.
Let's go to the moon and make sandcastles.
Okay.
Fly me to the moon. We can all go fucking die.
Dying
Oh.
on the moon.
Ooh, you got the blue onion.
Tell me one thing that's worth keeping up with right now.
There might be a meteor hitting Earth at some point.
Really?
No.
That happens every 5 years. There's like some they mention it and then they're like, oh yeah, but you don't have to worry about it.
I saw a shooting star this week. It was
We
very
saw
pretty.
2 of them when we were in Arizona.
Yeah, well, why don't you just outdo me?
We
and
saw like 5
That's
shooting
true.
stars.
I love shooting stars.
But do you like shooting people? As in, you see people falling through the sky.
If there was a plane full of chimps, Julian, that got shot down, do you think they'd survive?
No.
Why not?
Chris, please imagine.
Why did it get shot down?
I want you to imagine 15 chimp carcasses
Not
lying
15, more like 300.
Why did it
Screwed
get
across the
shot?
desert.
Why did it get shot down to begin with? Chris, why did they shoot it down?
Because one of the chimps was making serious threats.
To who?
Girls online.
So they found a plane and shot it down.
One of the chimps on the ground said, "Oh, hey!" And that translates to that's the chimp that was harassing my daughter.
Imagine if that was like what ended up happening was that one person on your flight harassed someone online, so they shot the whole plane down.
This is chimp physics.
There's no physics here at work.
There is. There's quantum chimp physics where you zoom in on you zoom in on the corks in their brains and you can see what they're thinking.
Corks. What does that mean?
That's a chimp brain. They're cork shaped.
String theory, chimp physics.
Why are there corks in their brain?
That's the quantum theory, Julian.
Are you trying to say quarks?
I think
You said corks.
I think
Same thing,
this
Julian.
isn't like game theory. You don't just make things
It's
up.
chimp
for it.
theory.
Make things. Which they would
This ain't
never
no
do that.
chump theory. This is chimp theory.
That could be a channel.
Chimp theory.
What would you do if a chimp ran at you with a big Kamasaboot blade?
Were you gonna say cock?
Kamasaboot.
Kamasaboot.
Are you making up words now?
I'm not. You're killing all your little redmen.
They're fine.
Clearly.
They like fire.
Flyer.
Wait, do they?
Yeah.
Huh? How hard do you think a chimpanzee could slap a skull down?
Slap a school down?
No, a skull.
Oh. They said school.
It should
Think
be
a
a
chimpanzee
school.
could crack his skull with one slap?
Chimp? Probably not.
Okay.
You said they discovered the chimps aren't as strong as we thought.
Well, that's what one article I saw said.
And then one article said they're the strongest beings in the universe.
There are masters.
They're the seed that will become our masters once they evolve.
Get the cog.
Have you seen the video of the baboons in the South African town?
No, tell me.
Where they're smashing through cars and fucking shitting everywhere?
Why are they doing it?
Well, people settled in this place where there happen to be baboons.
And I thought it'd be funny to give them crowbars.
They gave them crowbars and chains. They run through the countryside with the chains, slapping dogs to death. No, what really happened was
I like that.
they settled down, and they're like,
They settled down and had a family.
The baboons won't be that annoying. And then all the baboons started breaking into their homes and stealing their oatmeal and shitting everywhere.
I get terrified of the videos where they feed the hyenas outside the village with all the meat at night.
That's a silly idea.
Because if you stop feeding them, they're gonna come and fucking kill you.
Yeah.
They're not your friends.
Hyenas are really gross looking. They look like bats,
They're
but with
scary.
legs.
I like hyenas. They're fun.
They're scary.
They're fun. They're
Because you're
cute.
thinking of cartoon hyenas.
No, I'm thinking of real hyenas.
Real hyenas are scary.
They're like Scuzzy.
Scuzzy?
Yeah.
Who's Scuzzy?
They don't
Hyenas.
laugh, Julian.
Who's Scuzzy?
They do.
Who's Scuzzy?
They hoot and they holler.
They hoot and they holler and they run all over the door?
Yeah.
They're so much fun. Because people always say they're laughing, and then you hear it and it goes,
Have you seen the video of the...
it's laughing, I think.
Have you seen the hyena shoving his little head up the elephant's rear?
That is,
I would like to see that. That
is
sounds
pretty,
funny.
that is pretty funny.
She was on the inside of the elephant's behind.
Is
and
that
then-
a real?
Yeah, and then the elephant's behind explodes all over him and he runs away.
No.
It's true.
No.
It's true, Julian.
It's a defense mechanism
That's
they
too
have.
silly.
It's not too silly. It's a real fucking fact.
It's not real.
Hyena shove head up elephant's rear. True on Snopes. Let's talk about nice things. I'm gonna go home and fucking kill myself otherwise.
Are there any nice things left in the world?
The Emoji Movie.
There's the Emoji Movie. There's
Despicable
chocolate
Me
rabbits.
3. Me 3 at E3 this year.
There's the color magenta. There's
There's the color
It's a good movie.
blood red.
there's Bollywood films. There's
Those are fun.
I've never seen one actually.
have you seen that robot movie that everyone loves?
You showed us the clip.
That's a fun one. What's it called again?
The Funny Tumble Man.
That's the one. Hello, I'm the funny dumble man. Watch my film, or my wife will
Watch my
survive.
film.
Watch my fucking tumbling film.
Fucking movie.
I'm Murphy. Oh my god. We're sitting in a furnace right now.
That's not that hot.
What-
it's
what-
uncomfortable, but
What
it's not
other nice things
furnace.
are there? There's
The smile of a child.
There's nothing left that's,
not
pleasant in the
nice.
world.
That's not nice.
Not nice.
No, because children are fucking brats.
A lot of them are.
They threw a baseball in my yard and I threw it back into their head.
But not before I put ball bearings inside of it.
And a giant nail.
You know, people have started shoving syringes into gas station pumps so that when you shove your hand in to pull it out, you get jabbed with AIDS.
Did you hear that sometimes when you go to the grocery store, they just give you AIDS instead?
Oh, it was a hoax.
It's better than it be a hoax than a real thing.
I can't believe you thought that was real.
Man claims he was injured by a hypodermic needle.
The gas station gave me AIDS.
And I hope they give me a free milkshake every week for the rest of my life.
Milkshake.
It says false.
It's like the lady who got the finger in her chili. I know one of you did it.
But we all have our fingers, ma'am. Well, then it wasn't me. Ah! The pain in my old stump.
Oh, I'm not gonna get all these guys back.
Hurry, gather, you picking. Oh,
Pick your Pikmin.
pink your picking. Pick your nose.
All the way to Trader Joe's.
You can pick your nose, but you can't pick a rose.
Fucking shit.
Fuck, you're right.
Oh, I hope I didn't lose anybody. I probably did.
Hey, ding dong.
Yeah,
How come every time you come over to my house you don't flush the toilet?
I do every time.
How
How
come
come you don't pick up
That
the
better
clothes
be a
off the
joke.
The what?
floor? What?
Don't I do what?
You don't pick up the clothes off the floor.
Because where am I supposed to put the Where am I supposed to put the clothes when I don't even have a hanger to hang myself with?
You're supposed to say that.
I promise never to kill myself.
What if you stayed at Bill Cosby's house, but every time he expected something of you,
Ah, damn it.
every time he expected something of you, he just went. He didn't say anything you could understand. Like he was really mad at you.
I just made a massive rookie mistake in front of thousands of people.
What was the rookie mistake?
I didn't gather up all my Pikmin before the end of the day.
I'm sorry, Julius. Just sleep well knowing they're all in hell.
There's no.
They probably don't have
afterlife.
souls.
You see them come out.
Yeah, you can see their souls come out.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. That's true.
They go, "Meow." Welcome back to shit.
Chris.
Welcome back to the worst game ever.
Onies bonies.
Welcome back to blue, yellow, red, every color, every day.
Slap your thighs together.
Ow!
Jesus.
Neighbors downstairs are gonna hear that. Wonder what's going on.
Neighbors downstairs. Hello. Okay, let's talk to them.
Okay.
Hey,
Hello?
neighbors, how's it going? Sorry we woke up your baby.
What would you do if you were just sitting in your apartment and you shrieked? They just kept yelling back.
You went, ah! And they went, whoa! No! No! Stop! No! I'd say, fuck you! Stop mimicking me!
Mom, he's mimicking me. Julie, stop being
Julie?
Julie.
My dad can't be a spy. He's not spy enough.
My dad can't be a spy. He's Christian Weston Chandler. Julie,
I'm a spy.
I'm a spy.
I'm a spy. I'll be a thumb for free.
For free.
I'll join your floop. Just make me the creator of Sonatures.
Let me fuck the foolies.
I'll be a thumb as long as you
Christian
set
wouldn't
Rosa
fuck a
Juice
food.
free.
If it was a girl one, he would.
He wouldn't fuck a foodly.
Julian, if it was a girl one,
You would? What are you talking
of
about?
course he would.
He would be like, ah, it's ugly.
You would too.
He only wants to fuck a beautiful woman with big boobie.
Gingy?
Yeah.
I'll say this: the Fluglies, I think, are the most disgusting thing I've visually ever seen in any piece of media.
That's why they're awesome.
I love them.
Um,
I wish they were real.
why did Fluke?
You know what? That's not true. Felix the Cat, the movie, that has some of the most disgusting looking things I've
Did
ever
I kill
seen.
all the frogs?
Sonic the Hedgehog, the cartoon, had really awful
Yeah,
designs.
it
in
did. It had some really.
The Sad I Am one or the
No, the other one.
like goofy one?
Because I remember I was talking to you about that, Julian. We were talking about it.
Did I already get the?
You were saying when we were talking about the Sonic cartoon, you were saying how
Shit, I guess I already got it. What's left?
Julian, stop spying on people.
you were saying how though you like the designs on the show, and I just showed you the one image. You went, oh. I said, yeah, there they are, Julian. The whatevers. You like this?
I remember that joke. Yeah. I think I started the wrong file.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back for the second time.
This is the actual save file now.
We're back, and it's funny.
It's not.
Julian.
Nice try, Chris.
Julian.
Chris,
What?
do you think you're funny?
No.
Okay, I don't either.
Oh.
As in,
I think Chris is funny.
As in, I don't think I'm funny.
Oh.
Let's fish for compliments.
I think you're kind of funny.
I think you're kind of in the room.
That's a pretty good compliment.
I'm going to shit.
That was the home movies. They found out by complimenting people you can get them to do anything.
Here's my funny joke.
There was no joke.
What was wrong with it?
Nobody even gets to see that in the video.
I took my little foreskin out.
Chris laid back and pulled his legs in the air like he was gonna shit himself, but didn't do it.
Don't laugh at me.
Commit. You have to commit.
Commit to what?
Shitting.
Water on the knee. Okay, yeah, I've got a lot of stuff to do here.
Julian deleted my save file. Fuck.
Well, if you were farting and a voice came out and went,
This is the most comfy recording we've ever done.
Yeah, it's nice and cool in here.
I'm lying down.
It's not
Hey everybody.
80.
I'm
90
lying
degrees.
down. Stop hitting me. Stop.
I didn't do anything.
Stop it. He held a knife above me.
It wasn't a knife, it's a pillow.
Stop it. Leave me alone.
I saw the pillow and I thought it was a man with a knife.
Don't you know you're not supposed to bring people into your home to fuck with them?
That's exactly what you're supposed
You
to
bring
do.
people into your home as a guest, and you can't do anything to them.
You hang up 2 red lights and turn the
that like
lights off so they
vampire
come in and
rules?
think it's a tall man with glowing red eyes.
Glowing green eyes.
If you bring a guest into your home and you murder them, they become a ghost. Because that's the most
And
fucked
then
up thing.
the ghost of a guest.
The guest ghost. And it becomes a new sitcom.
Hello, I'm Guest Ghost.
I'm like Casper, but I'm less cool.
Casper's
Casper is not very cool
no,
at all.
Casper, I don't think. Casper has to be the.
The least cool.
Yeah.
What do you
I don't think there's
mean?
anything lower.
He's a little nerd.
What if he said the
He's a
N-word?
little Dorcas.
Then he'd be hardcore.
What if Casper said... What if Casper
In
said...
fact, his uncles would hear him go and say the word, and they go,
What if Casper...
"No." Why is it when the dad dies from getting drunk or whatever? Why does he
That he
not?
forgets everything.
Well, why does he look different as a ghost compared to the other, like the uncles?
Well, you're talking about the 90s movie.
No, I'm talking about the reboot of the 90s movie.
The reboot.
It's the same movie, but they flipped it backwards.
They flipped it upside down. Downer vision.
The uncles were gonna have a song, Chris. They cut it from the film.
Really?
It's too bad because I kind of like it.
Wait, is that real?
Yeah.
That is real.
What were they gonna sing about?
They're
gonna say, "I know you're not so perfect."
I know you're not so perfect. And Stinky says,
I know you're not so
Oh, I got
cool.
this already. I don't need to. Oh,
Stretch
yeah,
says,
I do. I need
Don't
to.
try to fight me, cause I'll fight you.
and Casper starts swirling around going, no, 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 no.
They flushed him down the toilet.
That's a thing they would have done.
Yeah, they would have.
Julian,
Fucking shit.
does
where did
Fatso make you horny?
No.
Does Stretch?
No.
Casper?
The closest thing to making me horny from that movie is the sequence where, like, she's like fluffing him like a pillow, and like he gets stretched out. Or what does he get? He gets like slightly inflated, doesn't he?
Yeah, his dick gets inflated by her.
Yeah. I know I'm
And
not
he
so...
says, "Can I keep you?"
And even that,
And
it's
then
like
he uses his new inflated cock to.
it's uncomfortable because it's like I don't want something sexy to happen to this character. It's gross.
So ghosts are capable of inflation for
Yeah.
porn
Yeah.
easily.
Ghosts fit into every
Yeah,
cartoon.
we
fetish is the
discussed
thing.
this. Ghosts can be used for anything.
Wow. What about alien slugs?
Aliens they work too, but they're not as fun to me. I don't like aliens a whole ton because it's it's very grounded in reality. At least it's meant to be. That's the point of using aliens.
They say you don't believe in aliens.
I didn't say that. You're the one who
Julian.
doesn't believe in aliens. You were watching that aliens documentary
What are you talking
about
about?
the UFOs,
I said there's aliens.
and you were rolling your eyes at
I
me
said
because
there's
I
aliens.
said like there probably were aliens or something. Or no, it was that I was like I was like, oh, UFO sightings are probably like time travelers from the future or something.
Well, yeah, because that shit isn't what it would be, Julian.
Why not?
I'm an expert.
What
I would
makes-
know.
What makes that
Julian,
less likely than aliens?
There are aliens. They just didn't ever try to fucking come here.
I guess
Julian.
you would know.
Julian,
Exactly,
what
Julian.
if you heard a pitter patter on your glass at 4 a.m. and you looked over and it's a little orange ghoul?
I would. That's the kind of
And then
that
you
kind
go,
of shit.
an alien!
I
But
fear
instead
that.
of getting into a saucer, he gets into a stealth bomber.
I fear
so
that
that when
kind
you
of
take
shit
a
every
photo.
night.
Why do you fear that?
Because I don't know. That's
You like
that's
spooky
the,
stuff.
That's the thing that scares me most about. Like I imagine like seeing little creatures scamper around in my bedroom when I'm sleeping at night or something, and that's what scares me.
Okay, well, what if he tapped on your glass and he was clearly a ghost, and he said, "Follow me."
Like if he's a cartoon ghost, then I would not be scared. But if
He's
it's
slightly
It's
cartoonish.
that blue animated GIF ghost.
He's
that
more
goes like
uncanny
that.
than.
okay,
than
that would not be scary.
Okay, well, what if he lured you into the Vorplanes?
Four
the
planes.
four planes.
Yeah, he brings you into a portal and you enter the Vorplane. And he says, "You can stay, but you must become a ghost and leave it all behind."
That'd probably be fine.
What the fucking...
Thanks, Julian.
What? What? What's wrong with that? What's the problem?
You just leave your friends behind without explanation. You disappear
that's
to your good friends, Julian. You fuck up a bunch of lives forever.
Oh, they're over there. That's why.
You can't take
Julian, listen.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't care.
Julian,
Julian.
that's...
Listen, come on. You wouldn't drop everything at the chance to be a ghost.
No.
You really wouldn't?
Julian, if I knew I was gonna ruin some people's lives
Julian,
forever...
you're gonna become a fucking ghost anyways then. If ghosts exist, then guess what? You're becoming one.
You don't know that. What if you can only become a ghost under certain circumstances?
Why would you want to be a ghost? They even
Because
say
they
in
get
Harry
to-
Potter that if you're a ghost, then you gotta stay a ghost and you're stuck like
Yeah,
that forever.
and you believe in Harry Potter, Julian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Harry Potter is the ultimate Bible.
Bible.
Bible. In Harry Potter, you get
Okay,
a choice.
so I made an impulse decision and it ended up going poorly. That's what happens.
So now all you can do for the rest of your universal days is fucking inflate inside a vor ghoul on a plane where you're surrounded by
Don't
other
describe
ghouls.
it like that, because he's gonna enjoy it.
No, I wouldn't. I would get sick of it eventually.
Exactly.
Is
So
there-
you left behind your friends and ruined their lives just to get sick of something after a fucking hour.
Is there like a
It
ghost?
would be an hour. I'm sure he would enjoy it for like a year.
It probably would be about a year. Is there like a ghost society?
No.
Oh.
Well, I mean, they all hang out. It's like, just imagine a bunch of manta rays. It's that kind of a
Like
society.
they just float around
Yeah.
in space?
Yeah.
I'd probably that's what the ideal afterlife for me is just being able to float around in space and like see random shit.
What if you
So
wanted?
that's probably just what I would
What
do.
if you wanted to become a ghost very badly? So you were awaiting death. You're in the hospital. You're about to die in like next few minutes. And just as you're about to go out and you're at peace, you go, yes, finally, I get to ascend. You wake up and you're in your bed, and it turns out they revived you like 20 years later. So you don't get to be a ghost anymore because now you're
I would
immortal.
be disappointed, but it's not like I would never be able to die anyway.
Because if that ever,
It's just-
if that
even
ever
if they-
happens, if that ever happened,
that's
like
what I'm- if they
you got
have-
revived, it wouldn't even be like you died. You're just awake all
I
of a
would be
sudden.
happy because it would be like, oh, you know, I get to spend more time making cartoons or whatever. But like I was about to say, it's not like I would never be able to die anyway because just statistically speaking,
Okay,
you've
you're
got to die for good eventually.
You're about to die, and then Fatso comes in and says, "Julian, I'm gonna bore you."
That, I would be unhappy about that.
bore you.
Would you let him do that, or would you die of natural causes?
Am I still alive? This is getting confusing.
You're dying in the next few minutes. Would you just die from natural causes, or would you let him bore you?
I mean, I wouldn't be too thrilled about it, but I guess I would do it just because it's an experience.
He says you have to enjoy it.
Well, I wouldn't be able to.
Julian,
You know?
what would you do if your uncle was like,
Julian, I'd let him.
Julian,
That's because you're more into it than I am.
Julian,
That's not my main thing. Oops.
Julian, what would you do if your uncle grabbed you by the paw and brought you out into the desert?
The paw.
And he brought you to his shed for a nice weekend of sand fishing. But then you wake up one night and your uncle's gone, and there's a huge daddy long like standing above the
no.
shed, looking down at you.
Oh, well, how huge?
Huge, huge, huge.
Like 50 feet?
100.
I mean, he'd probably eat me, but I would be less scared than if it was like the size of my torso.
Why?
Bugs being big to me makes them less scary.
Oh.
Spiders and shit. Spiders and leggedy bugs in general, like harvestmen.
Okay, well, what if he
And,
started having babies above the shed and they started banging off the roof and they're the size of your torso?
Then I would be upset.
Okay.
I mean, it's like I'd probably be upset anyway, but it would be like it's a different type of fear, you know.
Well, how would you defeat it?
I'd probably just hide.
Well,
Yeah, how are you gonna defeat a giant daddy long leg?
You set it on fire.
yeah, you gotta be creative.
You get bought all that hairspray. Get a can of hairspray.
That's not gonna work.
Get a lighter.
Julian, I
You're
just
doing-
said you
you're
were
doing
sand
the-
fishing.
You're doing the mist.
Use the fishing
Yeah,
hook
but
and
it
throw it up
works.
at the spider's belly and pull out his guts. Easy. Pikmin.
Pikman.
Pegman.
What's wrong with you, Chris? What is wrong with you, Chris? You know what? Let's turn this around. You're trying to fuck with dear sweet Julian.
Yeah.
If you had to get bored by something, Chris, what would it be?
Like inserted through the mouth?
Uh-huh.
I don't
If
know.
it was a beautiful woman, would you? feel
Would I
better
live
about
after?
it? No.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You have to die. You have to get that.
Maybe, I don't know, like an elephant, so I'd have more space? A blue whale?
Okay.
Okay, what if you lived?
A
That
shark.
change-
That would be pretty cool. It would be like that. It would be like that one Onion video about the kid who got attacked by a shark, and he just keeps talking about how it was like sick.
I think keep saying how awesome it is.
Yeah.
Wait, no, if I got vored by a tiny fish, would I still be the same me size, or would I shrink down?
Oh fucking shit!
Yeah, you
this
would
isn't gonna
stretch it
make
out.
I'd stretch, okay, how about one of those see-through fish? So I can look outside.
Oh, that'd be kind of fun. Like the where you can see their little brains
Yeah.
inside. I like those guys.
I could poke them from inside and fuck with them.
So that's why you'd want to do it, because you want to fuck with them?
I'd poke the fish's brain and make him do funny things.
You're thinking of
It'd be like
Samurai
that
Jack.
Samurai Jack,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
I'd poke his cerebral cortex and he'd say,
And then you would find neocortex.
Crystals. Fuck yes.
What would you do? What would you do if you found out you were related to Dr. Neurocortex? Like he was your second uncle or something.
I'd go to the doctor and see if there's anything wrong with me.
What if you got bored?
What would be wrong with you?
What if you got bored by a whale and he
I
was
feel
in
like
there?
he's got like 1,000,000 STDs or something. What?
What
What if you got bored by Monstro and he was in there, neocortex is in there, and he's inserting crystals, he's doing sounding with them.
Oh
You
no!
caught him doing it.
Oh no!
Sounding. Of
Yeah,
course.
and he's muttering that to himself. Fucking shit!
He's just
no!
saying that over and over.
He doesn't even acknowledge you.
I'd try and like kill him when he's not looking.
No!
I'd feel very threatened actually.
Oh, I fucked up real bad.
They all died.
Yeah. I lost a lot of bloomin'.
Good.
Do you think his penis had a shape like his actual head, so it's flat on the top?
Like a horse's dick.
Mr. Cortez? Mr. Cortez?
Flat tip, of course.
Or Cortez.
He doesn't say that all the time, Chris. He says other
He
things.
says it once. That's the most quotable thing in the whole game.
Oh, I still lost Mans.
Good.
Where did I even lose him?
He says more.
Oh, this
He
was
says-
a fucking mess.
He says, well.
Crystals.
If it isn't Crash
of
Bandicoot.
course. If it isn't Crash Bandicoot. I have a proposition. Get me the Chaos Emeralds. Give them to Isis, and I will reward you with virgins.
What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do with the Chaos Emeralds?
Why didn't Crash ever have a crossover with
And then
Call of Duty?
Coco interrupts and says, Crash! They're not virgins! He already had sex with them, Crash!
They're child soldiers.
I'm losing sick, Crash!
She gets her head sawn off. Crash is like,
He goes, wow.
why doesn't Crash ever do anything?
Because he's a stoop.
Why do we always talk about Crash?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Why can't we talk about Jack Black and his career from 1994 through
talk about
2001?
Jack
Fine,
Black.
he was in Biodome. What about
Oh, he
it?
was. Oh, he was. Yeah, he was. He was a minor character.
I remember they showed us Biodome in biology class.
Why?
And I don't know.
It's not educational.
I don't
It's not
remember
good
why.
or educational.
Was it like a film study course?
No, in biology.
They were teaching you how certain human minds can just not function. and they
Certain
create
human minds, mechanical kids.
that. Are you okay? You're just laying there making noises.
That's all
He's
I do.
having fun.
Chris,
Are you having fun, Chris?
Yeah?
here.
Did you drink your energy drink?
Let's handle this like a therapy session. You
Okay.
hold the funny chicken and tell a secret. Now tell a deep dark secret.
My head's stupid.
You threw that.
Chris, I had no idea.
You threw that right at the wall.
My hair is gone.
Yes, it shall be okay.
Stop doing that. Stop patronizing me with a chicken.
I like its little beak.
Give it to me. Give me the chicken.
No one can see this. Chris is stretching its legs out.
Chris, don't ruin my rubber chicken.
What are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna
Turn
Chicken?
you into
I'm
one.
gonna not invite you to my birthday party. Oh my god.
I don't
Glad you're
care.
having fun, Chris.
Yeah, about what?
I don't care what you think.
About what?
The chicken.
Are you okay?
The one with hairs. Okay. I'm the man with the.
I won't blame you. If you
I'm the
cut it.
man with the dog. You're the man with the frog.
Well, you have to
I knew
say,
you
you
were
have to
gonna
say
say
it
that.
again because I was talking. as
Okay,
you did.
I'm the man, and you have a dog, and your dog is shitting on the sidewalk.
Okay.
Hey, get that dog out of there.
Out of where?
Get the dog out of the sidewalk. He's melting into it.
Like he's clipping into it. Is he like vibrating? Going,
This was supposed to be about the dog shitting.
oh,
So get that goddamn dog out of there.
Oh
my god!
Oh no!
The dog's dead.
Oh no!
Holy fuck, dude. You just murdered every Pikmin ever.
Jesus.
How many was that? Was that like 50?
Yeah.
How did you manage that?
It's because a bunch of them were holding bombs.
Rod, cut this off. Cut this in. Rod. Cut in me.
Just start.
Cut my life into pieces.
If you were taking a shower one morning and then your neighbor, let's say you're not, one of your neighbors who lives above you,
Yeah.
you're taking a shower and suddenly a pair of legs no clip through the ceiling and they're dangling above you and violently shaking, going.
Like in Gmod.
What would you do?
I wouldn't touch them because I
Would you get
feel
a
like
broom
they'd
and
break
try to
my
put them
arm.
back?
No, I would go straight to the authorities.
Arrest this woman! Her legs are stuck in my ceiling.
I'd call the police and say something really fucking weird's happening. I need you to
Okay.
come check it out.
They come and try to handcuff her, and then they get thrown around and they start ragdolling around the room.
Did they die?
Their eyeballs fly like 3 feet in front, and then it just starts.
Their eyes pop out of their head like
Yeah.
in the ISIS
Like,
videos?
Not like bloody. Like I mean, like it's all digital. Like it's their eyes are hovering like 3 feet in front of their head. And
I would
keeping the same
assume
motion.
that I'm either dreaming or that the world is a simulation.
They turn into ragdolls, and they have like sphere-shaped hitboxes, so they're tumbling on the floor continuously.
I would just go straight to the top.
Bad.
I'd go straight. I'd go.
You'd tell Mr. Trump.
Yeah.
You'd say your country is
Say,
glitching out.
Mr. Trump, you gotta do something. The person's tumbling, it won't stop. And then he'd come over and he'd.
And he goes over to the official White House keyboard, and he opens the console, and types no clip again. And then,
He's the one who started it.
and then everybody who's in the White House, they all fall through the floor at the same time.
The White House controls the world's gravity and shit. Just with one shitty
He
old
says,
keyboard.
I'm out of here, and he goes through the floor with everybody else. you You pull the curtains out, you look outside, and there's a huge smear trail of everything because the skybox
screwing
disappeared.
around with the fucking computer, and his whole CIA falls through the floor into the center of the world.
So yeah, what happens when you reach the center?
I want to see Trump like flying around no clipping through like New York and shit.
In a T-pose.
Just photorealistic. I love T-poses.
What was it you were talking about?
And then CNN does this where it says, how embarrassing, a T-pose?
What a fucking idiot. All of his top tweets, he'd be like, I was T-posing today. The top response is just some guy saying, fucking idiot. T-posing retard. You're the president?
And then he says, please don't judge me for...
Oh, I like this hypothetical.
He makes one final tweet that just says no clip with a dash before it.
What?
Everybody who reads it starts falling through their chair.
He scales down all the buildings in New York with all the people still inside.
He has a press conference and he starts like the GTA mod. He picks up people from the crowd and throws them across the room.
What if he did that thing what I was doing in Space Station where you right-click on somebody and shrink them 1% every few seconds?
And so somebody after a couple days, they notice that they're starting to shrink.
There's a bunch of giant CIA agents in the back of the room walking around aimlessly.
Have you seen the videos of the guys pretending to be in the Elder Scrolls Oblivion?
Yeah.
Those are fun. They're very accurate.
I don't like the idea of it.
Why not?
Seeing that applied in a real world setting is very uncomfortable.
It's really, really funny.
I wouldn't want to be alive after a certain amount of time if that's what the whole world was like.
Just people awkwardly interrupting each other.
Yeah, because
and
you're
shit.
the only one who could think properly.
Yeah.
Your way of communicating with people would be a dialogue wheel, and you would have to look at their face and see if they grin really big.
Why is this level so dark?
Because it's in a cave.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is my favorite level. I love it very much.
Because it has the dopey Wild West music.
Yeah.
Ah! You
You guys go
know,
in the water, I'm gonna be real mad.
that Pikmin is screaming up a storm.
Because they found bombs and I don't know what they are.
Are you gonna blow him up again?
No.
That was a
At
very.
least not if I do it right.
That was,
That was really terrible.
That was funny.
It was funny, but it's also embarrassing.
I don't recall you saying you were a Pikmin master.
I'm not. What is it? What is? Look it up. What is actually the
Probably like
record for how
Let's
quickly
see.
it takes to beat it?
Look it up on your phone.
I just dropped it under your sofa.
What?
Yeah, I can't find it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what dropped earlier.
That's not a joke?
No.
Boy.
Chris.
It was a big funny. You do a song and I'll sing along. Just give me a beat.
If you had
One shot.
one shot,
Ding 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 ding.
would you make it count?
Ding 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 ding.
Would you drink it?
Or would you splash
Or
it?
would you spit it out?
Would you let it spit?
I'm skipping, my bob is hipping, my
My bottle's tipping. I am sipping. Eyes are dripping.
Trump is no clipping. His arms are flipping. Through the sky he's ripping.
The whole town through the ground.
His shoes are slipping.
Oh, why can't this be real? I want
No, clip me
I want
already.
T-pose Trump to be the world's like weapon that flies around and destroys cities at random.
It'd be like GTA. You just slam into buildings and knock them over. You go, oh, son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch! How long is Pikmin around?
Round?
Around.
Like how long has it been? How long does it existed?
How long does it take to beat?
Oh.
It depends on how good you are.
I can do it in 15 days. I don't know how.
How long is a day? Like 30 minutes?
15 minutes.
Oh. That's
I don't
pretty
think
good.
that's exact, but it's about that long.
Chris,
Let's see
Yeah.
if I can blow this one up.
what would you do
Yeah.
if I told you a hypothetical?
I would be intrigued to see what you had to say.
Chris,
Yes.
speak louder.
Yes.
Chris.
Yes. Yes. What? Spit it out.
You on that fucking computer doing hypotheticals again?
Yes. Okay, here's a hypothetical. What if Venom from Spider-Man
Oh boy.
grabbed you
By the
and
ghoulies.
spat on your
I need
face?
bombs for that one too.
What if Venom from Spider-Man jumped up really, really high and then landed on you, and then you were Venom from Spider-Man?
I would be really happy.
Do you like him?
Yes.
That's his biggest crush.
Is he really?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Venom's your biggest, or is it? Who else is there?
Well, Horace Horsecollar is definitely more, but
Who's Horace Horsecollar?
he's the tall horsey from the old Mickey Mouse cartoons. I really like him.
Chris, don't make fun. I like him too.
God damn. My
That's
number.
That's what he would always
These are
say.
the people that you associate with, Chris.
It's true, Chris.
Degenerates.
Yeah. Maximum degenerates.
Yeah,
That's-
you gotta get the meme right.
Oh. Maximum degenerates. Okay.
Clap as fast as you can. Julian, do it too.
It's pretty hard.
Yeah, I'm playing the game.
There's people who can like flop their fingers like really fast.
Clap
and
with one hand.
I can't do that. I can't do that. It hurt.
Put your legs behind your head.
I can't do that. I'm
Now
too
wet the
fucking
bed.
stinky.
That's a song. That's a song. Is the song just called "Wet the"? It's not called.
I
Wet
don't
the-
know.
I think
You're
it
the one who
is.
told me about
I think
it.
the song is just called "Wet the Bed."
What are you talking
It
about?
says, "Put your legs behind your head. I'm gonna make you wet the bed." And it's supposed to be like, oh, like her pussy squirts.
What do you guys think of songs that tell you to kill the police?
It's a noble cause.
I put it on loud, and when the copper come, I say, "Yeah."
Oh shit.
I won't comply.
I put on when I'm an Uber driver. I put on the song "I'm going to fucking kill my Uber passengers." My favorite song.
That's really funny.
No, it isn't.
When I get onto a plane, I play "Blow Up the Plane," a great classic.
How does that one
No,
go?
no. This was an awful
Blow up
idea,
the plane. I have no shame. Fly through the sky and make it rain.
Okay, this is clearly not gonna work.
I would like to hear a single tear.
Drip into my ear. From a
It's really funny too. Oh, uncomfort. You put the lime in the coconut, fucking kill it. I want to lie on a bed of nails,
And then what?
shit into it, so the next person who lies on it gets infected.
They're not gonna
Infected
see
with
it.
what?
They're not gonna see it, obviously.
Well, I'm gonna evenly spread it across each nail. Obviously.
And they say, "What's the brown stuff on the nail?" And they
I
say,
say it's rust. Don't worry about it.
"Oh, okay, I'll lay it in that."
It's a little slipper and grease. It makes you lie better.
You go get acupuncture.
What do you think is?
They hold one of the needles up, and there's a huge turd on it, and you go, "What is that?" Oh, it's cream.
Have you seen the video of the guy who's trying to steal copper from an electrical outlet?
No.
And he grabs
sticks
the
a
Oh, does he
wire.
electrocute himself?
He's being electrocuted, and he's awake and aware of it, and he can't let go because when you get electrocuted like that, your brain makes you cling on.
Yeah.
And you can't let go, but he's awake and he's aware, and he's getting burnt so badly that a hole opens up in his back, and you can see his lung poking out, breathing.
That sounds fictional.
It's fucking real. I swear to
It
gosh.
sounds fictional, but at the same time, too, you have to keep in mind that whenever you see videos of that sort of thing,
I guess it always looks fictional.
because you're not used to that. As much as people say you're desensitized to that kind of thing, when you see it, it just seems so unreal that that's actually a thing that can just end up happening.
Yeah, it's fucked, and his like the hole in his back is massive, and his lung is like breathing in and out. He was fully
Why did
aware.
someone film it?
He's fully
Why
aware
did someone film it?
because he said, "Look at this funny situation. This will go great.
Ooh, I'm gonna be on YouTube.
This will be on my Let's Play.
fuck!
Let's
He's
play
gonna be
with
on
man
YouTube?
playing with copper." What?
And then a copper showed up and he said, "You're under arrest," and tried to grab him, and then
He
he
said,
got
"Get it!"
electrocuted. A chain of people tried to free him, and they all got electrocuted.
Let's talk about horrible
that
morbid
happens
videos.
in Pikmin.
Look at all
Man.
these Pikmin.
I'm gonna have to come back one more day.
It's almost shit.
What else do I need? Oh, just one. Oh, that sucks.
What is the worst things that happened in your schools growing up?
Death.
Yeah, I mean that
Yeah,
happens in
Ding
everyone's.
Dong's had a good amount of like awful things happen at school. I don't think I really had anything that bad.
Someone
happen.
always dies at school.
Yep.
I never went to schools that were big enough. Is the thing. I went to
Really?
schools with like maybe 50 kids at the most.
The
I went to public school twice for 2 years of my life, and that's not really enough to.
the shittiest one I remember is that a kid got murdered, and
Holy fuck, really?
and there was a huge like memorial wall that was in the hallway, and because no one really knew the kid because he was kind of awkward, it was just empty. No one wrote anything on it, and people were just shit talking the whole time.
The fuck?
And it's just like, wow, that's cool. You can't hold off on that a little bit, maybe.
People are fucking assholes in school.
Well, especially around that time. Around that window, that's the point where you think like, oh, fuck everyone, I'm above this.
Julian.
How do you feel about this horribly depressing game about death?
Is it all about death?
It's about
Yeah.
life.
What about death?
It's a cycle, Julian. You kill
I guess
and
in a
create.
way.
Yeah, you go, you're the poo of the antelope that falls out to the ground. Remember that?
It's the circle of life.
It's the circle of poo.
He says, and then move, boo, boo, boo.
What is that?
That's from
the
South
circle of
Park.
life.
Oh,
Haven't you ever seen the circle of poo?
probably not.
Go back and watch old South Park.
I did start.
I
Recently.
like old South
I started
Park. Me too.
watching like
'Cause
season
that,
one.
I always hear that from people where they say like, season one's fucking terrible and the show's not good until season 4. Season 2 actually has a lot of really entertaining episodes. Like, since season 2, it's entertaining. Season 1 even has some okay episodes.
I
here and
hate
there.
season 1.
There's some good stuff mixed in.
Yeah.
Overall, a lot of the episodes are just hard to watch, but there's good things mixed in here and there. Season 2, it's already like in a good spot.
Yeah, it's starting to get there. Season 4 is when it started getting really good for me.
Yeah, season 4 is very good, but I like season 2, I like season 3, I like all of that, and a lot of people will just say like, don't even bother watching until season 4.
A lot of people say don't start watching till season 8.
You know what?
That's very strange
I
to
have
me.
heard that.
Do you think that's
because?
because they're younger people?
No,
think
Matt and
that it's
Trey still
because-
write it all, don't they?
Do you think it's?
Yeah, they're still in a writing room with everyone and everything.
Well, no, I mean, as in like.
there's still good episodes here and there too.
Do you think
Yeah.
because we remember the episodes fondly? Do you think like nostalgia? Do you think it's nostalgia?
No, because we went back and rewatched a lot of it. I feel like because a lot of people always want to fall back on that too, where it's just like, yeah, they're just being nostalgic. We've gone back and revisited a lot of different things from when we were younger, and we got to learn that they're not as great as we remember. I don't think we're like closed off to that kind of thing.
What
It's
was the
just like
last thing that we looked back on?
Crash
that we-
3.
Crash 3.
Psychonauts.
Psychonauts, kinda, yeah. Look at the little beetle boy.
Do you guys like slugs?
Slugs are okay.
Slugs are nice.
I hate slugs.
Chris, how come you hate creepy crawlies?
I don't know. I'm scared of them.
I like little beetles. They're fun.
My sister ruined my life.
She turned me into
Like
a
just
slug.
unrelated.
I used to love bugs, and then she made me fucking terrified of them because of how terrified she was of them.
What'd she do?
she
came
probably
in-
just freaked out
She
every
came
time.
in and whispered in your ear, "Chris, they're coming to get you."
There was a time when we had like bricks outside of our house just because we had extra bricks left over, and my mom was like, "Move those bricks."
And she casted a brick to bug spell on it.
No.
That terrified you.
No, I picked up a brick and there was a huge black spider on it, and I was just like, "Cool." But she screamed so loud and she was so genuinely terrified that she almost had like a panic attack, and it made me afraid of them. And this was back before Ireland even had any like actual biting spiders. Now they do for some reason.
That always happens. That
One bug got introduced and it bites, and before that Ireland had no biting spiders.
we, I think I mentioned this in I don't know. It's not Chicago, just Illinois in general. They introduced those Asian beetles, which are like they're like ladybugs, but they're orange, and they do bite. And they introduced way too many of them.
Why did
so-
they introduce them?
I forget why. It was to control something, but after they did that during the winter time, you have like 50 of them just coming in during the winter, and they're buzzing around lights and everything. And if they latch onto you, they don't want to come off. If you try to pull one off, it tries to sink into you.
Jeez.
They're really shitty. I hate them. Also, they produce a stink when you crush them too. So they're not nice in any way at all.
Do you like raccoons?
Yeah, I like raccoons.
I like raccoons.
I think
too.
they're very cute.
Yeah. They're funny.
Don't you dare.
Do you like elephants?
Elephants?
I like elephants.
I like elephants too. We should start an elephant raccoon bug club.
Why the bug part?
So we can get the elephants to step on them.
We invite them and kill them. It's a trick.
That would be really satisfying, just like coating a floor with 1,000,000 bugs and walking an elephant over it.
They're gonna die.
No!
Yep. Sorry about that.
Jesus, you killed so many of them. Jesus fucking Christ.
Don't worry, I'll make it all up when they get this pearl.
What is
I
the
think
pearl?
it counts for 100.
Well, really?
Yeah. That means I can't get that pellet over there, though.
Is this the same music as the first level again?
This is the first level I came
Oh.
back.
You can do that?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's the procrastinator. What does it do, Julian?
Something.
Who's the
that
most
part do?
repulsive human to you
Rita
guys?
Repulsa.
Huh?
Rita Repulsa.
Who's that?
Oh.
That's Power Ranger.
Oh, she's pretty repulsive. She's not really, though. She's pretty hot.
Chris.
What?
Think so?
She's like 300 or something.
She's an awful
Why
voice.
am I saying 300? She's
like 20 years old.
She goes,
That's. It's been 300 years. That's clearly not her real voice.
Yeah, she's an Asian lady.
yeah, she got dubbed over.
She's cute. Just because she says she's 300 doesn't mean she's 300.
It
She's
wasn't
probably,
300
She's probably
years.
like 20 years
It wasn't
old.
300 years. I forget what the number is. I feel like a dummy because
I think she says 600.
Was it 5? I don't remember.
She says,
It's been 1 year.
It's been 3 weeks.
It's been 2 days.
I've been trapped in here for 3 hours.
I think 3 hours is ideal. That's a good number.
Now it's time to conquer Earth.
Alpha, who is she? She's scary.
Aye, aye, aye.
You stupid robot. You're shitty.
She's got an attitude.
Hire her. Clone her 5 times. No. Zordon. Who voices Alpha again?
I forget. You.
Professor
fucking-
Alpha.
I hate him. He goes, ay, 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 ay.
That's
He's
funny.
wacky.
He says, aye, aye, aye.
He's Mexican.
Alpha. Ha 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 lol.
That happens in an episode.
What?
He said the guy who plays Zordon sounds like he's drunk, and he goes, "1 million miles to the wall."
Which one is
I don't remember. He's
Alpha.
being weird. And he's like telling a joke, and he starts laughing at himself. He just looks like he's drunk, the way that he's speaking and everything.
I liked Ivan Ooze.
And there was
I would like to see that movie because I wish I could remember which. I feel like it was Nightmare Before Christmas, but I've never seen it on another Nightmare Before Christmas VHS.
it
where
opens with them skydiving.
There's a big
Yeah, Red Hot
there's a
Chili
big
Pepper.
trailer for the movie, and I was always like, I want to see it.
There's very, very bad CG in it. I think you would appreciate it.
I love it.
What else was there? Billy quit the show
Because he was getting called a faggot.
That is what his quote was that I think he said like I got called a faggot one too many times because he was
Well, because it's that he went to report it, and then they laughed in his face.
yeah,
right?
exactly. They treated him like shit the entire time he was on that show, and he was having like a crisis about his own sexuality and everything, and when he left the show, they have an episode as like a send off to him. And because he already had left, they couldn't get new footage of him or anything, so he's on a teleprompter screen. They go, "Look, he's getting married on the alien planet. He's so happy he can't even talk."
Zordon! I mean, Alpha!
Zordon, I'm Zordon.
What if they broke Zordon's like cage and he just walked out of it?
Kill him.
No, he just walked out of it.
Oh, he's a giant head with little tiny legs and arms.
Thank you.
He's trapped in a time Skip or something.
Something like that. I don't know.
Doesn't make any sense. He looked even goofier.
It's almost like the people who made it didn't give a shit.
I'm really, really upset they got the
Listen.
chance to make a movie that was gritty, because I've always wanted to see the Power Rangers in a serious tone. Like, not too serious, but they made it too serious.
I mean,
did they? You're saying
well,
they made it too
that's the
serious.
problem for me is that that's not what I like about it. I like how stupid and goofy it is.
No, I do too, but I wanted to see. I wanted
But
to
they
see
didn't
it
go
looking.
stupid and goofy either.
I wanted
No,
to
they
see
didn't
it.
do anything.
They
with
didn't
it.
do either way.
No, they just made it boring.
Like, I like how goofy it is, but the show is like boringly like. There's just really boring parts to
You
it.
need to watch it again.
I've watched it like a million times.
Have you?
Yeah, I used
The
to have it.
original?
I used to be obsessed with it.
Okay, tell me this.
Mm,
Did you watch the remastered episodes?
no,
Oh boy.
Do you know what they did to it?
no.
Okay, so I forget what year this was. I feel like it was 2000. Was it 10 or 11? I forget. I think it was 2000. Maybe it was even 2009.
Yeah.
But ABC Kids, they were airing. Oh, it's the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers remastered. My friend Rockcock64 was very excited to watch it, and he said, "Come on, guys, let's all watch this. It's gonna be really fun." And I already like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers for how goofy it is, so I was like, okay. And we all stayed up and we watched it, and I remember how furious he was because they didn't like just clean it up or something. They didn't remaster it like that.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, the people who were editing it got really bored with whatever software they were using. So there's all these strange edits that they do. So in the opening, when she bursts out and goes, "Ah!" they cut her out and make her look like she's in a comic book for no reason, and they put like a lens flare behind her.
Whoa, no.
And they started doing things like that. I remember in one of the episodes, Bulk and Skull get pie on their face or something, and they're walking away, and then there's 3D text that slams down in the background and says, "Epic fail."
Yes! Let's watch it. Yes.
During a commercial break, they edited it together, and they stole it too. They stole the fucking Street Fighter 2 versus screen text, and they put it over. They said, "Zack versus Billy, dance battle," and they edited that into the episode.
God.
You need to watch it
Oh,
like that.
baby,
they
yes.
made it as goofy as possible.
This is the best.
I remember he was furious about it because he's like, they ruined it. But I was laughing the whole time watching it because they made it even goofier.
It's funny.
And I loved it.
They modernized it with awful shit.
They did.
There was a show that I saw on Nickelodeon or something at one point where every time a segment ended, it would say, "LOL," and the big text of "LOL" would scroll across the screen.
Oh no.
I forget what it was, though.
iCarly.
That's probably our Carly.
Was it?
I don't know.
Because it was about that was when the mainstream was just barely starting to
They
understand.
had Fred
internet
on,
culture.
remember? And the trailer was, iCarly. Ah! Fred. Ah! Fred on iCarly. Ah! That was the whole trailer.
I miss Fred. He was a good content creator.
Too bad those children
Would
Yeah,
you have
they
him
broke
on,
into his
would
home
you have
and
had
took
him on
his
the show,
channel.
Chris?
Yeah.
I didn't know that he sold the channel off.
Yeah, he sold it to like some company, and then they're trying to get little kids to run it, but they haven't uploaded it in a year.
You try to get
To
little
run
kids to run it.
Yeah,
There's
they're
an
like,
office full of
you
little
are the
kids."
CEO. Yeah, you are the vice president. You're the money
They have
man.
a giant red button that says post video, and there's a bunch of 4-year-olds running around a room.
You're the assistant to the manager of treasury.
Yeah, he just moans.
You're the creative producer. Here's the equipment. I don't want.
You're the IT manager. Manage those IT bastards.
Can we get an analytics report for this month?
No.
I ate a sandwich.
This number is the same as this number, but upside down. You're a bad employee. Go! Oh no, I killed him. You there, hide the body.
And it's another child.
No, he was my friend.
Would you be happy if the actual Matrix movie was like the Enter the Matrix video game? So if you jump over somebody, they go flying like 50 miles per hour?
Has there ever been a show like based on video games where they actually have like funny like
No,
No.
no, never.
like they never have like people clipping through? Well, Wreck-It Ralph kind of did it where you could see him walking into the wall when he was about to get into the.
That's probably
I
Call of
don't think
Duty
that's-
game.
I don't think that was intentional.
It was. He was like walking into the wall and he was like going left and right, just like in a game. So
I think that movie is the closest attempt. At
that was the
something like
one
that.
time. But like you never see like people intentionally clipping through walls or glitching or music cutting out or voices interrupting each other
It's
shittily.
because for most people, they're not going to understand.
But if it's about video games, the people...
I would guess maybe...
It's also, if you're trying to do that sort of thing, they typically aren't aiming for that anyways with it. It's usually like, oh, kids like video games.
Yeah.
How do we...
I would guess
do
in 5
stupid
to 10
reference to
years,
it?
people would be savvy enough that they would do it.
It is strange. I remember when we were in the Uber a while back. This was during Christmas, I remember, because we were talking about the He-Man Christmas special, and our Uber driver actually like had a conversation with us about it. And it's just weird to think about that, where it's like, wow, I mean that's who's it's a new generation coming in.
Yeah.
Your 30-year-olds working at all these positions are familiar with all this. You're old, Chris.
I'm 26.
So am I. We were all born in 1990.
That's gross.
It's very handy for remembering how old you are.
It is great. I love it.
I always forget how old I am.
It's true. It's true.
People will say like, yeah, how old are you? And I'll be like, yeah, I'm 26. And you'll be like, no, you're 27. Or no, it's that I always round up. Because the way that I remember is I just remember what year it is.
You're an 80s kid?
No. As in, like, I was
all the same age, Chris.
What?
No, I'm not. I'm. What am I? I'm an alien.
I'm an alien. You're like a year and a half.
Okay. So I die in half a year.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you had the alpha version of me before I butted off from it.
Yeah, when you were like a worm.
And then the mouth opened wide and went. I came out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You were all sticky.
I think you looked way funnier when you were playing Knights of Mysteria with me.
He was just a little whine. By that I mean a big whine.
That's
He
my
was like-
favorite version of you.
It's because of how you drew his mouth.
Yeah.
He's really going.
I didn't draw him. It's a picture.
You're really.
It was a photo.
It's a photo, yeah.
It's hung on his wall.
Chris, you're actually a little doughboy.
Yeah.
I'm a child.
Oh. Everyone at home, send in videos.
Of anything.
Anything.
It's the anything video contest.
We'll display them all live. That would be terrible.
Here's video one.
We'd go to like prison. Wait, what were you saying, Jules?
I was saying here's video 1. Here's video 2. Here's video 5.
Here's video 8. Ow!
Here's me.
Ride.
Sorry, Rod.
Show us. Put on screen anything you want.
Yeah, literally anything you want.
That sucks. Get that off screen. I'm sorry, Rod. Rod, put on a picture of
Lisa Kudrow.
DNA and put Lisa Kudrow's face on.
Kudrow's DNA.
Okay.
What are these edits?
They're funny.
Rod, delete all footage.
Julian,
Yeah.
tell me this. The T-Rex from We're Back, what would you do to him?
Fuck his face.
That would hurt.
Yeah.
Wouldn't.
It looks all soft like a pillow, but his teeth aren't.
I don't think I would get in far enough past his lips.
Oh, are you saying you got a micro dick, Julian? Is that it?
He's a fucking dinosaur that's 50 feet tall.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Okay, what?
Extra excuses.
What if the alien gave you a cereal and turned his sharp teeth into like dildo?
It wouldn't. I don't think it would matter.
They
I think he's
become
big enough
dildo-shaped
that
teeth.
no matter how big your dick is, it's not gonna get past his giant dinosaur lips.
Turn back the clock. Roll on back to the dawn of time and sing this song with me.
It's such a bad movie.
It is.
Fuck you. Fuck
I
off.
love it. It's one of my
They say,
favorites, but
"Mommy,
it's
look
really
at the
bad.
dinosaur. It's not real.
It is real.
It spoke to me. Now it is. All the other
Said,
things.
hello, little man. Ow! I like the dinosaur that says. I like the song in that movie.
Look at this guy.
I
like him a lot.
The guy who wrote the music for that song died in a plane crash.
Did he?
Yeah. I think it's the same guy who did the music for Titanic. James Horner.
How the man who made Shin-Chan died.
How did he die?
He fell off a cliff.
Did he really?
Yeah, I think it was
Oh.
like hiking or something, mountain
Oh.
climbing.
The guy who created the Segway flew off a cliff too.
On a Segway?
Apparently, yeah.
So, we were talking about this before. Segways, if you've never seen videos of Segway accidents, please educate yourself, because when you fall forward on a Segway, it keeps going, so it drags you along with it, and will just scrape your face up on the
That
ground.
sounds good. What's your favorite animal, Juliet?
The bulborb.
What?
My favorite animal is actually an octopus. I really like octopuses.
Okay.
I think they're very cool.
What's yours, Ding Dong?
Axolotls are pretty cute.
They're pretty good.
Wait, what is that?
I like them.
Axolotl?
Those little salamanders that they have the little on the side of their head.
Yeah.
Oh, they're cool.
There's a man who goes out to see just how uncommon they are, and I think he was fishing for like 2 straight days before he finally caught one.
I see.
I put it right back.
He slapped it and put it right back.
I said, "What are you doing here?" And he slapped it across the face.
Here's a question.
Uh-huh.
What's your least favorite thing about society?
Oh. Oh my Jesus.
Ingrown toenails?
That's not society.
That's society.
That's what's your least favorite thing about the human body.
Yeah.
Society is a group of people doing things.
Yeah, a group of people getting ingrown toenails. I don't like it.
You suck. Fine, let's have a fucking argument.
Okay.
I like
Oh boy.
trees.
Trees are okay.
I like bees.
Why are they only okay?
I mean, they're not getting up and walking.
They allow you to breathe.
It's true.
They look nice.
They
They house birds and insects.
That's true.
well, the insects are gross and icky, Chris.
I agree.
But you can hang a tire swing from them.
Yes. You can burn said tire swing with child inside.
You can also not do that.
Well, if you push the kid around super fast, he'd just lit on fire by himself.
Push the kid around.
How fast are you pushing him?
Like,
Like physically, you're just pushing. Well,
Like
then wouldn't you catch on fire?
I'm in
too,
a
'cause
rocket car and I drive by and I push him really quick as I'm
You're
driving
not pushing
by.
him, man. You're fucking running him over.
What? This is a bad argument.
What? You made
You're
it.
attacking me. We are the muses. Destroyers of evil.
I was waiting for you
We're
to
very amusing.
figure out what I was trying to do.
Honey, you mean
You mean I'm funny?
Honey, you mean you. What if they changed the movie's name to He-You? Disney's He-You. And then along came you.
He slapped his thighs together. He knit me a very nice sweater.
Clapping thighs together is the funniest.
That's the sound of thunder.
Chris, what would you do if they said, if they were watching the movie and then they said, and then along came you, and you were suddenly in the movie?
And you look so stupid and gay.
They start fucking with you. Your appearance changes.
Your pants fall down. We push you over and make you gay. No.
I mean, you're in Greece.
Grease lightning.
Everybody there is mostly homosexual.
They
They idolize the human body.
They idolize the human body.
Jesus Christ.
It's depressing when you tell a joke that's so stupid. that when you start making the poop,
Every fucking joke.
you make the poo-poo sounds and start laughing at yourself, so I can't stop laughing either.
Okay. There's a kid in front of me. Hello.
Hello.
I liked your ending the jumping flash where it just kept going, hello.
Hello.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
Nobody even fucking mentioned
I
it.
thought it was funny.
Nobody even brought it up.
Because no one knew what the fuck it
Everyone
was.
just thought it was just like, oh, okay, that's the ending. Wait, no, the kid's still standing here. We never finished it.
Oh.
Kid,
Yes.
I'm gonna kill you.
Stop.
I'm gonna crush your head.
No.
Why'd you do that?
Kids, look at him. Now he's a little red finger head.
Did you see a poor boy? No siree.
He smells. His blood's smelly.
Blood does smell really bad.
Blood smells awful. Have you ever like cut your finger and sucked on your finger and you're like,
Oh yeah, and there's the taste of it.
What's the worst injury you ever took?
Worst injury.
I keep breaking my fingers.
I tripped and fell down the stairs because I was excited we moved into a new home. And my tooth went right through, like, the bottom of my lip.
Jesus. You know what? The worst pain I ever was in was I went to some restaurant and I got a piece of chicken stuck between my teeth, and it just started rotting, and it rotted my tooth, and I couldn't get it out. It was so far lodged in between there, and I had no idea what it was. I had to go to the dentist, and he picked it out.
This is me revealing myself as a fucking wussy, but I think the worst pain that I've ever had was when I had the stomach flu.
Whoa.
I got it from having ramen, I remember. I was talking to you when that happened, Julian.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I do remember that. I think we both have the stomach flu like around the same time?
I think so, yeah.
Like it was in the space of a month or two.
And not only was it like really painful and it was just constant vomiting, but then
Yeah.
it was like, it's not even diarrhea, it's just pure liquid coming out of you. And it's like spraying out violently.
Oh man, that was. I had a funny hallucination.
For everyone watching, I
Fever
hope you
dream.
enjoy that.
I had a fever dream when I had the stomach flu that because there was an animation job that I was behind on and I couldn't work on because of the stomach flu. And so I had a fever dream that I was an animator on the My Little Pony cartoon, the new one that everybody loved. And so I woke up from the dream and I went, "No more ponies, no!"
Did I ever tell you about how my sister talks in her sleep?
Tell us, Chris.
She sounds like The Exorcist. She goes like, it's really scary.
You
And
should hear Julian in his sleep.
she grinds
What
her
have I
teeth.
said?
The one I remember was that you were saying like, you gotta get the Christmas tree up. And then the one that I remember that was really weird to me was that you said the bonsai tree, he cut it down.
Oh yeah, no, I was talking
And you were
about
talking
Kappa.
about fucking Kappa
I was talking
Mikey.
about Kappa Mikey.
We watched an episode of Kappa Mikey, which by the way is fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's an awful show.
Not
It
even,
is
like,
so
not
bad.
even funny bad.
It is
It's
unbelievably
really,
bad.
really hard to sit through.
What is Kappa Mikey?
It was a terrible Nicktoons exclusive show.
Oh.
And the premise, I like the premise, but they did absolutely nothing
It
with
doesn't look like what it's supposed to be either.
The
It's supposed to
premise
be an
is-
American cartoon
yeah.
that goes to Japan.
Yeah, so it's an American cartoon interacts with anime characters, and they never take any advantage of that premise.
And it doesn't look like it either.
It doesn't look like anime
No.
because it's like
It doesn't
shitty
look like a
Flash
Western
animators.
cartoon either. It looks like a Canadian cartoon, if anything.
yeah.
And you were mumbling about how he cut down the bonsai tree. I couldn't believe that this is what you're dreaming about.
I don't know why.
But the other one, you said you were on a train, and you were mentioning how there was Christmas lights hung up.
Well, okay then. My sister did really fucking weird shit in her sleep. We were in Spain as kids, and she got out of bed, just sleepwalking, and she ran down the hall to a fire escape door, which is pretty much just a door that leads to nothing, and you fall out of it and die. And she opened it, and my dad grabbed her and shook her awake. And another time she pulled me out of bed and like stomped me on the floor and got into my bed. Though she might have just been awake and pretending to be asleep.
And she said, "Shut up, turd."
That's actually, you just reminded me of a scary thing that happened. I mean,
What a
when I-
scary thing.
When I was living with Niall, he was getting annoyed with the clock. He takes the batteries out and leaves it on the counter. The next day, the clock's back up on the wall. I'm like, God damn it, because I didn't like it either. I take out the batteries and put it on the counter. And then we both find out we did the same thing, and we're like, why was the batteries put back in the clock then? And neither of us knew why.
And then it turns out it was because he actually put it up, but he was messing with you.
Probably. Well, there was weird shit that happened in that apartment where my fucking ketchup just exploded out of the cupboard one night.
Are you saying your apartment was haunted, Chris?
Yes.
There was a ghost, and he made the ketchup blow up.
I don't believe in ghosts.
And he made me leave my food out, and it got moldy.
I don't believe in ghosts, but ketchup exploding from inside of a cupboard doesn't make any sense. And at 100%.
No, I could see that happening.
Why? Just because from pressure? Cupboard pressure?
Or fell down or something.
No, it didn't. It exploded from within the cupboard. The explosion clearly happened from within
and
the
I could
closed...
see the ghost of an old woman through the
That's
ketchup.
me.
As it
That was
squirted
my
out.
story. Don't make fun of Chris for my story.
I just said I don't believe in ghosts. I'm just saying it makes no sense.
Chris,
Ooh, I am the ghost of exploding ketchup.
you should be in a ghost hunting documentary. Go with Chris
ghost hunting
Boers.
doc-
Go
Chris
ghost
Boers
hunting.
won't talk to me. I'm too similar to him. He says, "You look like me." I said, "No, I don't."
Chris, I'm ready to hunt the ghosts with you. I saw the ketchup ghost.
What if he was?
You saw the ketchup ghost? What the hell?
What if Chris Boers is telekinetic
He did that.
and he doesn't understand his
he
powers?
He did a mind crush on the ketchup and made it explode.
He
on
doesn't
you.
understand his powers, so he thinks they're ghosts. What the heck? Oh!
He pushed his friend down the stairs. And the
It was a
ghost
goal.
hunting video.
It was a goal.
What does he say? It was either a rape victim or a goblin.
Yeah. It can only be one of those two things.
What if it was a rape victim goblin?
That was Haunted Investigators. That was the one video. Is that he says, "Did you hear that? It either could have been the ghost of a rape victim or a goblin."
Why did he say goblin? Goblins aren't real.
Chris,
Chris, how dare you?
Why
are you
did-
gonna disprove scientific fact?
Why didn't he say a ghoulie? Was that a ghoulie?
Because it's so too funny
grabbed
coming
him.
from him.
And a goblin doesn't?
Goblin isn't as funny as Ghoulie.
Yeah.
That's like if he got scared by a ghost and he went, "Jeepers Creepers! Jeepers Creepers!"
That's one of my favorite horror movies.
I like that movie. I like the second one.
I like them both. I like the second one more, actually.
I like the second one more. I like them both.
Those movies are stupid.
Fuck you.
They were stupid.
They are stupid, but fuck you still. I prefer the creeper in the first movie, though. In the second
Don't
movie.
listen to the song.
The black lady annoys me because she says
Will you listen to the fucking song? Let me turn it on for you. Don't listen to this.
she
Well,
says
if you
that-
hear the song, then you better say, "Oh no, this song is scary."
He's gotta get you. He's already here. I invited him. Leave. Well, he's already at the door. Don't leave through that door.
He's me in a few minutes.
Don't play the song. Here, let me turn it up louder.
I love the idea though that he's like a demon that just just adjusted to human life and just fucks with people.
Did you like how he carefully peeled his face off to hang it up at the end?
yeah. That way you can see his his eyes. He took
He
his
killed
eyes.
the guy from the Mac
He
commercials.
took his eyes.
He
Ooh. Oh
didn't
my
peel
god!
off-
It landed right on
He
me.
didn't peel off his eyes. He just cut 2 big holes through his head.
I didn't say he peeled off his eyes. I said he peeled off his face because he did, and
He
it's
did
going.
it. He did not.
Yes, he did.
No.
He's hanging his face.
No, the creeper's real.
he blew up my house.
Jeepers creepers.
That'll be the reboot. Is that they find out it's a Minecraft creeper?
Do you think they would do a reboot of it? I don't think it was popular enough.
It doesn't matter.
It was
Then
pretty
again,
popular.
they did a fucking Chips movie, so
It was a popular
They'll
movie.
reboot it eventually.
Everyone knew about Jeepers Creepers when it first
They'll
came out.
reboot it.
Jeepers
eventually.
Creepers.
Where'd you get those people?
I like that song anyway.
Me too.
I don't know what I would say my favorite movie monster
He's just
is.
cool because you don't know anything about him.
Oh, the Pale Man.
He's
I
awesome.
was gonna say the Tar Man.
Tarman's
Tarman's also
awesome.
I would say he's.
But I like
Easily
the
the
I like the
best.
Pale Man better because of the fairy tale setting.
Tarman doesn't really have any mystique to him though. He's just some guy.
I mean, that's part of the magic, Chris.
I know. Creeper though, you're like, who is he? He's a demon. Whoa,
I don't think that
that's scary.
because then you see him and you go, "Oh, this is goofy."
He looks cool.
He wears a hat.
He's like, yeah, he wears a cowboy hat and he likes music, and he.
I mean, one must assume since he makes a song play.
That scene in the second movie where he rips off the head with his wing is really scary. Why are you looking at me like
Ding
that?
Dong made a really face.
It was scary at the time.
At the time, yeah, it's all. Listen, they're fun movies.
Yes.
I would not ever say they're scary, Chris. They're silly. They're silly, fun.
There's scary moments. Like in the first movie, there's a really good. It's the first shot of the movie when they're just driving down the street in the car.
And he goes, "Ah!"
And slowly in the background, you see a car getting closer, and it's very subtle and it's nice. And I like where the creeper lives.
Or the subtlety in Paranormal Activity 5 when there's like the thing that goes by in the back. You don't know what it is.
It's a ghoul.
Or is it?
Yes.
God.
No, it's the person operating the camera.
That's a really funny thought. That like maybe some of the hugest scares in those movies were just people wandering onto the set.
What if that's all the first movie was? Was that they actually were like just filming their house at night and they were going by a couple times to check the cameras and went, you know what? Just
could
wrap
be
it
a
up as
horror movie.
Maybe it was a demon.
Maybe they just like set up secret cameras in a couple's home and they just went in and harassed them and then edited themselves to look like ghosts. The couple's like, ah, no, get out, you home intruders.
Home intruders.
God, Olimar, get your shit together.
I'm trying.
Halloween 3 was a lot of fun to watch.
What?
Halloween 3 is so good.
Halloween 3?
I mean, you know, good as in
No, it's not actually.
I enjoy it a
It's
lot.
very, very silly, and that's why it's a lot of fun. I think it's silly in all the right ways. Jeepers Creepers is like a middle of the road silly for me, where I can have fun with it, but not be that invested. But Halloween 3 is very goofy.
I think you
and very
feel for the main
strange.
character.
I think Jeepers Creepers 2 is more invested than the first.
But did you ever see Halloween 3, Chris?
No.
And I hate it because I actually like the idea that what they were going to do was the Halloween franchise was just going to go, you know what? Let's just release a movie every year, and it's just a different story.
But they didn't do that.
Well, that was the problem, is that came out, and everyone went, no, this is stupid. Where's Michael Myers?
Well, they wanted to do it for the second movie, and the studio didn't let them do it.
Oh.
And they did for the third one, and people hated it because of
Oh,
that.
that would have made the series way better.
Yeah, it would have been cool.
You could have
It
done
was
anything
just
you
that-
wanted.
It would have been like a creep show or
Yeah,
whatever.
each movie was just supposed to be a different story set at Halloween.
Oh, we
That
watched...
would have been a way bigger success then.
Probably.
People would have got way more hyped for it every year.
Yeah, it would have been like an event. It probably
Yeah.
would still be going now.
Tales from the Crypt, though, they didn't do that. They did a Tales from the Crypt movie. I think that was it,
They did
right?
like 3, didn't they?
Yeah.
Did they do a few? They probably did do a few. I'm
Well,
thinking of Bordello of Blood.
If you think you can write such a good Halloween movie, then show me.
You just write something goofy. And make
Okay,
it
well
spooky.
give me a plot. Go on then.
Okay.
Hmm.
The man thinks he hears a thing on the ceiling,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he dismisses it as nothing, but things start falling down from the rooftop each morning.
No.
And he sees a bone on the ground.
There's
and
a
then
bone on the ground.
And then he doesn't know what happened. And
What's
then-
happening?
And one night, his roast beast feast that he was going to have mysteriously has been taken into the attic, and he hears the noises, and he doesn't know what's up there, but he keeps offering it meals. And then the next morning, it has grown wheels. And it's
Wheels? Reels.
wheels.
Okay.
And it rolls out of his garage. Oh no. It would be called Meals on Wheels.
Jesus.
That's good. Okay, I applaud you for
Meals
that.
on wheels.
I would watch that. Totally.
You just come up with stupid ideas like that.
Yeah.
Just package a few of those together or something.
Okay.
I like that kind of thing.
Meals on wheels.
There's a whole
What did the
bunch
bone
of,
have to do with it?
I
don't know.
Because he was eating
Because
other
it's
stuff.
spooky.
Okay, fine.
Bones are spooky.
I give you that one. That was good.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
The point is, when you're making stupid little movies you go to see on Halloween, they don't need to necessarily be anything that gripping, as long as they're entertaining.
Okay.
I think you're kind of turning your brain off when you're doing that sort of thing anyways.
Okay.
You could probably do something cerebral too.
You could.
I don't think it has to be one or the other.
Okay, my movie is...
What if you went to
What's
see...
the smartest horror movie you've ever seen?
The Thing.
What if you went to see a horror movie called Cerebral, and
And it's about a giant brain.
the trailers make it seem like it's a really intense horror movie, and you go to see it, and it's actually just about a man with palsy.
I
It's
want-
actually it's a gripping emotional struggle.
It's a drama. It's Oscar bait.
Yeah, that's all it is. The trailer completely misrepresented what the film was.
Would you want to see the movie that Hogarth was watching?
That movie looks
Kinda,
sweet.
yeah.
It had way better effects than they actually had back then.
Okay, here's my movie. A dad is tucking his son in. He says, "Good night, son. I love you." And his son says, "I see a spider on the ceiling." And the dad kills the spider. Unbeknownst to him, the spot of which the spider was slain still has goop. And the goop of the spider...
Turns to poop.
No, it falls down into the little boy's face.
Oh no.
And then he goes into his dad's bedroom and spits on his dad's face.
Oh no.
And they both start getting spider-like appearance. And then they both go out together with their new long legs.
Okay.
And they have to get long pants.
But nobody will serve them because they've got spidered legs.
This is very spooky.
And it's not even a horror movie anymore. It's like District 9.
And it's funny, and it's called Daddy Longlegs.
Okay, Julia, now it's your turn to come up with a horror movie.
My movie doesn't have anything horror about it.
There's spiders. There's just
Mine didn't either. It drove out into the road. What does that mean?
Okay, the mother is afraid of her family now. That's the horror aspect.
The horror aspect?
She's a whore!
Julian, what's your movie? We're making our own creep show. What's yours?
It's
a new age.
There once was a boy, and he made.
From Nantucket.
He had a big dick. You could pluck it.
Pluck it. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's the story. That's the story.
That's a horrible story.
No.
And then
It's a horror movie because everybody feels really uncomfortable about.
I'm from
about looking at
Nantucket.
this.
You're my dick. You can pluck it. Boy.
Because it makes everybody uncomfortable because they have to look at this little boy's dick for an hour and a half.
And then his dick came down and knocked off her crown.
And then he plucked it after.
Julian, that's the weakest one.
Yeah, imagine.
That would
Not
be-
funny.
That'd be the one they show in the middle.
Julian, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I remember that.
Fuck you. Hey everybody, what's more
I was
more
gonna
grading?
Say, though, they did Grindhouse, and Grindhouse was a lot of fun.
Never seen it.
But you never saw Grindhouse?
No.
Really?
I'm surprised.
People always say it sucks.
You saw Death
Really?
Proof.
Well, no.
I'm surprised.
Wait, you saw Death Proof though?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought you did.
No.
Oh, that's part of it.
I've never seen it.
Death Proof's fun.
I thought everyone always says that Grindhouse sucks.
I don't know why.
It's good.
Death Proof is a lot of fun. The first one is just kind of okay-ish.
Do you think Machete was good?
I never got to see it.
I thought it was poopy.
Yeah, I didn't really like it too much. But Grindhouse was fun just as an actual experience, going to a theater and getting to see something like that again, having fake trailers in the middle and everything.
I saw Drag Me to Hell in the theater and was the best movie experience I ever had.
Excuse you.
It was very fun.
That was the best experience you ever had?
Yeah, because you didn't have to care about the plot too much, because people always ruin movie experiences when you're trying to get invested in something
true.
serious. And everyone was having a good time, and it was really fun. And I liked the movie. And the music's good.
You know what? I'll say this. Because if that was the best experience you at least got to have, that makes some sense. There's movies I wish I could have seen and actually gotten like the full experience, because I still hate myself. I didn't get to see Hateful Eight.
I didn't see that.
The idea that they give you like pamphlets and everything, there's an intermission in the middle.
It's a real movie-going experience.
That is something I would kill to have. I would love to have an experience like that, and I didn't get to see it. It makes me sad.
Why do you want to have an intermission?
Because one,
It's fun.
if it's a film that's actually crafted very well,
You'll be invested. You'll be like, oh boy, I
because
can't wait to
Chris,
get back.
Kill Bill was supposed to be one movie. It wasn't supposed to be broken into two. There's supposed to be an intermission in the middle, and they were telling him like, no, you can't do that. No one will go to see that. But I would fucking love that. I would love to go see that as one big thing. There's like an intermission in the middle and everything. I would fucking love that. That'd be a lot of fun. Because that's what it is. It gets to become an event. You're not just seeing a movie then. It's like a huge event.
That's good. That's a good idea.
I like that. That's what Grindhouse was. And guess what? It didn't do well.
Oh.
I was really happy that I got to go see Grindhouse. I didn't the group of friends that I had back then. I didn't expect that they would
It's a fun time.
be into that kind of thing.
It's a fun time. But the segue I was hoping to make with all this was that we saw Cloverfield Lane recently, because I never actually had seen it before. Julian did.
You see that
And
slowdown? It's gone now.
I really enjoyed it, and
Until the ending.
I already knew all the history. I knew all that. I knew about the ending.
Yeah.
Went into it still, and I was like, okay, I know the ending's gonna be stupid. Whatever. I'm just gonna hold my attention towards the actual movie part, because that part's actually really going to be enjoyable.
It's really good.
And it's fucking great. And then it gets to the ending, and I was anticipating it and everything. And when it came, I just remember thinking, like, holy shit. Okay. As much as I've been warned about this,
It's still awful.
It exceeds it. I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's oh my god, and it keeps going too.
And that's
It's
just
not
J.J.
brief.
Abrams jerking himself off too.
It wasn't brief. It goes for way too much time.
Yeah. It's awful.
I wouldn't mind that either, because Julian, I remember you were saying like your roommate was complaining because he's like, oh, why they call it that? I wouldn't mind if it was just called that and it was still just the same movie and that ending wasn't there. I'd be completely fine with that if it's like, oh, Cloverfield will now just be a series like that. Like what happened with
Well, it's
Halloween.
probably not going to be. I don't.
Oh no, of course not.
I don't think they're going to make.
They
another
tied
one.
it in for a reason. It was just a stupid decision that they made with that because it's like, oh, let's just repackage the movie because we don't have the confidence for it to stand on its own. Let's take a little trick like that to get people to go see it, which they didn't need to do. It was a really good movie until that. I don't know why they did that.
I love fucking John Goodman. He's one of my favorites.
It reminded me that he's a good actor because I got used to him in like bit parts.
That was the thing with his character in that too. You actually like feel sympathetic for him at actual points. Like you can get behind what he's doing. Yeah. You can rationalize and say like, you know what? Yeah, he's a little over emotional, and he lashes out and goes cuckoo bananas a lot of the time. But at the same time too, it's justified given what he thinks the situation is.
He's a little kooky.
Oh no!
But he's rightfully kooky.
I'll be really sad when he dies.
Yeah.
I love him as an actor. But what can you do? J.J. Abrams gets another buck.
I like when the funny saucer sprayed the fart cloud at her, and then she action hero kill it in the car.
Oh, yeah.
And then she heard the radio and they say, "We need help," and she go, "I'm gonna fucking save the day," and she drive off.
And it goes, hey, baby!
And she looks at the camera and says, "I'm Iron Man," and then it goes,
bing, bang, boom.
I need to watch Iron Man 1 again, because even though I don't really care for superhero movies, I really liked Iron Man 1.
I like everything about Iron Man 1 except for the villain. He's super boring.
I think this is what I've just been realizing, because I don't really care much for superhero movies, is the less it feels like a superhero movie, I think the more it works for me. And I think that's why Iron Man kind of worked, because the first half doesn't necessarily feel like a superhero movie.
Yeah. And that's another thing is, in a lot of like superhero movies, the movie usually gets boring once they get their powers and they're like, I'm kicking ass now.
Or I think the worst is when you force in origin story and it's like actual like straight comic. I guess you know what, I don't know Iron Man's history though, so maybe that was very straight and direct, but that was one of the few times I really enjoyed a film like that.
I really liked Spider-Man 2 by Sam Raimi.
I need to watch it again because I'm wondering
it's one of my
how
favorite.
I feel about it now.
It's super goofy, but it's super good.
Now.
I love that movie. How I feel about it is, when the Avengers first came out, it was a really funny movie, and everyone's like, "Wow, superheroes are funny. This is cool." But now that's like every superhero movie.
They did that Wonder Woman. I could tell like they were trying to do a little bit of a Marvel.
And after a while, it just starts to get like, okay, I get it. You're all quipping jokes, and now I don't really care anymore because it doesn't seem like a big situation. But like, I don't know. If they don't do that, then usually they come off really droll and boring. But at this point, it's just so oversaturated, and none of them really stand out. I'm looking forward to that Thor movie that's coming out. It looks really nice.
He's fighting the Hulk.
Hulk.
It looks cool.
And he say, "He, my friend."
And the Hulk say, "No, you my enemy."
Why does he sound like that?
He was dropped in China before he got flown to space.
I thought that it was supposed to be the inverse. I thought Hulk fight what's the alien Thor called?
Thor Gelda.
No, he has like the horse face. What's his name?
What are you talking about?
Kubalo.
What is his name?
Stubligi.
No, I'm actually
no
trying
idea
to
what
remember
you're talking
now.
about.
Flimsindio.
Oh my god. Chris, look this up on your phone.
Grandil.
That's a stinky fart. Look that up on your phone.
What?
What was this? It's something Bill.
What?
Blinky Bill.
No, what is his name?
Kill Bill.
Kill Bill. Oh my god.
Oh lordy. Thor versus...
Beta Ray Bill? Is that what I'm thinking?
I have no idea.
That's his
what you're
name,
talking
Beta
about.
Ray Bill.
I don't know what that is.
I've never heard of that.
Okay, never mind. I'll shut up.
Have you ever tried reading comics
Yes.
from a new perspective?
I haven't actually really tried reading comics.
I've tried so many times to get into comics, and people always recommend me stupid shit, and it makes me hate them even more.
Which one have you been reading? I hope it's nothing current.
No. Okay. The last thing I read... I remember someone recommended the comics of Civil War, and I fucking hated it. And then someone recommended Marvel Zombies, and I got this annual where it had a bunch of comics in it, and it started off and I got really invested, and then it just turns out they didn't know what they were doing with it, and they just got bored of it halfway through, and it didn't conclude it.
That sounds like a thing that would happen.
That happens to every fucking comic. I don't know any good comics. Please recommend me a good comic. And then I'll read it and I'll hate it and I'll say,
Frank.
Fuck you. What?
Frank is good.
Yeah, read Frank.
I like Frank a
the
lot.
comic?
That's the remember the weird cartoon man that you said was real trippy?
That's a comic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's too mainstream for probably anybody that cares now, but I've always enjoyed Robert Crumb.
Cool.
People will say you're a weird sex pervert now for that.
I mean, I am.
It's true. I'm saying,
Women are sluts.
yes.
Okay.
Filthy sluts.
Why won't they all come over here now?
Oh, I can't go back.
Oh my
well.
god, I'm coming so fucking hard.
What?
I was scraping like pee off your toilet and eating it, and I came.
Good. Oh gosh.
My name Bam Bam, gonna fuck you down.
Fuck you down.
Push you
That's,
downstairs and kick you down.
That's the blues. You go ba 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 ba.
Bam, bam,
He's the angriest gamer you ever heard. He's gonna take you back to the past.
Gotta make you play some shitty games that suck ass.
Yeah, that's what it would sound like.
Let's talk about the Angry Video Game Nerds theme song.
Talk about it.
Okay. I appreciate the use of a guitar.
You know,
It makes the music.
the musical tension around the 4-minute mark really makes me
It's true.
admire the
That's my favorite part.
what?
Good point. I appreciate that the music is in the song. Because it creates the melody.
It creates musical tension.
I like when he says.
What are we making fun of right now?
I don't know.
Tell us.
I'll be the Angry Video Game Nerd, and you be the
angriest gamer
game.
you've ever heard.
You be the game.
Okay.
Oh, what is this piece of shit?
It's me, E.T. I'm the video game.
Oh, fuck shit, dude.
Okay.
Fuck this
Put
game.
me in the Atari.
I put you in my oven instead.
No, that's not where I belong.
Oven.
Now you're broke.
You did it with a CG effect. No.
The end.
Okay. Wow.
Why
So
did-
that's what it's like to be the video game.
Why did we give him a southern accent?
You gave him.
Well, what were you? You were the fucking southern
mess?
game. Yeah. Julian,
Yeah.
what's your favorite moment in Pikmin?
What's your
In the
favorite
first
mimosa?
Yeah,
I don't know. Probably the final boss or something. I like him. He's-
Well, you spoiled the game now that we know there's a final boss, so
sorry, Chris.
let's turn
it's
it
the
off.
Final boss.
Everything comes to an end.
What would be the final boss of YouTube?
It would be.
Stop holding back your laughter. You're
would be-
smiling so hard over there. What?
It would be you, Chris.
No, it wouldn't.
It would be Eucharist.
Ukulele? Wait, Eucharist? What does that mean?
That's the bit of the Jesus that you put in your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus
says
looks like a
eucalyptus.
spilled painting.
It's a pun.
Did you know the koala bears, they can't even digest it right, so they have to shit it out into each other, and then they give each other the AIDS.
You know, koala bears
That's not a lie.
to get down from trees, they shit right underneath themselves on the
To
tree,
get
and then
down,
they
go,
slide
"Get
down
down,
the
goblin.
they slide down
They
the tree.
shit down and make a cushion out of it to land on.
No, they slide down it like a snail trail, and that's why trees are brown.
I mean, they also just fall out of the trees all the time and die because apparently
So do
the
sloths.
the eucalyptus numbs their brain.
The eucalyptus, no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
What?
It makes them wastoids, and then they fall out of the trees.
I have become a
I thought that was
waste
true, isn't it?
Yeah. They become brain dead.
Why don't we look up some animal facts?
Okay.
Yeah, list off. Okay, the grunkle
No,
has many
That's not a real animal.
Okay.
pillows in its eyes.
The ostrich is a big fan of walking on one foot.
The ostrich is quite literally a big fan that fans other animals for fun.
You just have to ask it really nice.
let's look up ostrich facts.
They run. They don't actually put their heads on the ground. Sorry,
This is just
people.
a picture of an ostrich coming out of a fax machine.
Why is that
So I
happening?
typed in ostrich facts with an X.
Facts.
Okay, ostrich.
Why would someone have made a photo of that?
Ostrich.
Why
fun
does that
facts.
Chris?
The ostrich male is called a rooster, and the female is called a hen.
That's not true.
It's called the rooster and the gooster.
An ostrich's eye is bigger than its other eye.
Which one?
An ostrich can live up to 50 years.
15 miles.
An ostrich female could lay up to 40 or 100 eggs a year.
Uh-huh.
An ostrich eggs can weigh up to 3 pounds. That's the most boring fact I've ever heard. Who cares?
But what if they told you what color the eggs were?
I knew a man who had an ostrich farm in Wexford, and his name was Paddy Hall.
And did he weigh the eggs for you?
He had a pet fox he kept in the tiny cage, and the fox was crushed inside of it.
Oh no. That's tragic.
That's not a fun story.
Well, yeah, you're right. It's funny if you think about if you're a tiny child like I was, because that guy's probably...
It's funny if you think about it, if it was a cartoon.
It's like that funny song.
Julian.
The fox says this sound. Blah, blah, blah.
He goes, ha 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 ha, wee 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 wee.
That's funnier.
Why are you making fun of me? I don't say those things.
No,
ever.
I was gonna say, Julian, you should,
Yeah, talk about how I'm a fool, right?
no, I was gonna say, make the actual sound that a fox makes, because they make weird
know
noises.
what
They go...
Because they go, ah! They make really weird noises.
No fox
It
make no
sounds
sound.
exactly like this.
Look, it's our friend. Turn around.
Sorry.
Oh, there he is.
No, I like
He
him.
held in those laughter yet again. He bit a big smile. Ding dong. You
Chris,
can
there's a beetle
You
blaster.
can smile sometimes.
There's a beetle blaster on screen.
That looks like the Starship Troopers thing that sprays lava.
Wow.
Do you like Starship Troopers?
I do.
It's one of my favorite films.
Julian.
I was an idiot. It
Yeah.
fucking went over my head. I was just like, I took it for what they wanted me to take it as, but I took it played straight. I was like, this is just fucking dumb war propaganda.
No, it's not.
That's the point, exactly. That's what I thought. I was just like, I just read it all at face value, and I was like,
How
this
old
is
were you
stupid.
when you saw it?
Oh, it was not long. It was like 2 years ago. or
What,
something like
Julian? Julian!
that. I'm sorry, I was a fool.
Julian?
I really was a fool.
It's fine. We were all fools.
Oh,
What
shit.
age
gotta
were
be
you at
kidding
your
me.
most foolish?
So when he said they're scared and everybody started cheering, what did that read as to you?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Julian, what age were you at your
Sorry.
most stupid?
Probably when I was.
Besides being a
One.
stupid child?
Yeah.
When you're old enough to like function as a human.
I would say teenagers.
Yeah. That's the same for
I was
everyone.
really dummy. I was really dummy.
Ah, you're right.
What was the funniest prank you ever pulled?
One time I pushed my father into a knife and he died.
I never did any funny pranks, unfortunately.
One time my dad was walking by me and I was a kid and I saw it in a cartoon where another character sticks out his leg and they trip over.
Oh, I remember doing
I
that.
did that to my dad and he just tripped and looked at me and went,
Yeah,
"What
they
the
just-
fuck are you doing?"
People just get mad because you can get hurt.
Yeah.
He tumbled onto his knees and got back up and put his fists up.
The fuck? No, he literally just went, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was like,
How old were you, Chris?
6, 7. There was another
It
time.
makes it even funnier. You were so young. And
Yeah.
You got that angry.
There was another time where I was just lying face down on the floor, just like doing nothing, and my dad walked into the room and he went, "Chris?" And I just didn't look at him, and he went, "Chris!" Oh God, I'm hiccuping. He went, "Chris!" Oh God, I'm hiccuping from screaming. Fuck. I needed to get this joke. Sorry. He went, "Chris!" Fuck, I'm hiccuping every
Sorry,
time.
Chris.
Fuck.
Do it. Because you were
Why am I hiccuping every time I scream? He went, "Chris!" Oh God, I can't
You went
not
Chris.
do
We
it.
got it.
Blech.
What did he do?
I looked around and went, "What?" And he was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I was like, "I'm just lying here." And I was really young.
What the fuck are you doing?
Why am I hiccuping? I hate the hiccups.
Because it's funny. I like the evolution of the word prank because now the most horrible thing you could ever do to somebody, showing
be a
that you have
prank.
no respect for them in any way whatsoever, is a prank.
It's true. I'm hiccuping real bad.
I'm sorry, Chris.
Like abusing your child.
Be okay. Don't die.
Ow. One time I hiccuped really hard for like a day straight, and I was crying by the end of it.
Aw.
You know, there's a woman who hiccuped for 14 years.
14 years. That sucks.
You know what happened to her?
She
Her neck stretched out because her head was bouncing every time she did it.
would that not like ruin your chest muscles to hiccup like for 14 years
assume.
straight?
I don't know what it would do to you.
By the time you stop, you'd just be so jaded and sick of life anyway.
Fuck you, God. You don't exist. I had the hiccups for 14 years.
What if you did that thing where you bonked your noggin and you heard a ringing in your ear?
A ringing.
And then the man shoots the gun next to your ears.
You're just like,
Ow! I'm deaf now.
I'm Daphne.
You're really shocked that you turned into her.
that hurt. I hate hiccups. I always get the hiccups when I eat rice.
What do you think? What do you think of
You
the
didn't
pip?
eat rice.
What do you think of the pip ups?
I know, no, I only have the hiccups now because I screamed really hard. What?
Have you ever had the pip ups?
No.
Do you know what that is?
No. Tell me.
It's when your urethra has hiccups. Is that what it? Is that what it sounds like?
Yeah.
Julian, what would your urethra sound like?
It would probably. It always strikes me as really dry. It doesn't look like there's like a mucus lining in there, so it's probably just like.
It's got a little pee-pee in there.
It would probably just go.
You'll go,
Yeah. What,
Ideally, it would go.
Julian, what would you do if you flushed the toilet and you're tucking your dick back into your pants, but a tiny little centipede just fell out of your dick and straight down the toilet and got flushed away instantly?
I would be really upset. I would be really upset.
Because you couldn't expect it to observe it. You
No,
just
of course.
would suck.
Well, if you went to the bathroom and your peenie
What I'd probably
Had-
assume is
had-
that it just fell out of my foreskin, that it was like hiding in my foreskin.
has
all
like
the
little
time.
beady eyes on it, and it goes. "Meh, meh, meh, meh."
My dick?
Yeah.
I'd be very upset about that too.
Sorry,
Does
I'm
it
sorry,
learn-
viewers. I know that sounds disgusting. I
Does
can't
it
help
learn to speak eventually?
No.
Oh
It
no.
rubs its head on your.
Can I have some water?
Because you're holding it.
Get the
Because
man some water.
where do we have water?
Diet
In the
Co-
sink!
Give me Diet Coke.
It's right there.
Give me a can of anything. Give me fucking. Please kill me. Oh. What would you do if they came out with a Pikmin and all of the new Pikmin were just racial stereotypes?
What are their abilities? Do they have to do with like what the stereotypes are?
Yeah, like the black ones run real quick and steal stuff. The yellow ones build technology.
The yellow ones.
Yeah. The red ones
Chris.
smoke pipes and help you burn shit down.
Why are you referring to them like that?
Because that's what their stereotypes would be.
The yellow one, the black one, and the red one?
Yes, I'm saying that they are black stereotypes, Asian stereotypes,
Yeah, so why
and
didn't
Native
you say
American.
Asian?
Because I figured people would be smart enough to figure it out on their own.
Oh man, there's still 3 of them.
You're the stupid ones.
I'm fucking gonna kill myself.
You're white.
If I kill myself, can you please upload a tribute to me on this channel
Yeah.
and make it in Movie Maker?
And we'll monetize it.
We'll
have
make
the,
it really stupid.
have the blue background with the white marquee.
Really
We'll
just
turn the
like-
speed down so it's an hour long. We can
Times
put
New Roman and Papyrus.
lots and lots of mid-roll ads on it. Mm-hmm. We'll come on screen and say, I can't believe he's got... And I'll go to a mid-roll ad. And I'll cut back in. It's so tragic that... And then get another one. Just do it back to back.
Why am I hiccuping so much? What the
I don't
fuck?
know, because you were screaming.
Do you think they could ever possibly make it back in time?
No.
Who are your favorite YouTubers? Who do you have actual respect for? And who do you know on YouTube who doesn't act like a YouTuber? Excuse me.
There's Slime Boy Slim.
Fuck you. There's good YouTubers. I would say I like.
Lazy Game Reviews, I think, is my favorite right
He's
now.
pretty good still.
I don't know who that is.
He's very informative and talks about hardware as well as software.
Wow.
Oh, I thought you were doing it in time to the music.
He did and sync to the music.
Chris looks really miserable. I'm so sorry,
Why can't it go away?
Because I have hiccups.
Remember the scene in Baby Driver where we kept hiccuping to the music?
How have I never had a hiccuping problem on this show before?
Because it's only been a year.
Oh, that's sad.
I know.
Why do they all do it? Okay, do you know how to get rid of them?
You kill
Go
yourself.
like this. Do that for like 10 seconds.
How about this?
No,
Ow.
you have to.
I was told a way to do it that seems to work so far, but I don't know how.
What?
Like I don't know how to communicate it.
He didn't do it long
If
enough.
you like press down, if you can use your throat muscles to press down, do you know how to do that? Like if you're trying to make
It's not working. This is what you do. You crack your neck like.
doesn't do anything. Hold your breath and do it.
It's not working. I'm gonna hold my breath for 1 minute.
Okay.
Let's see if he keels over.
Asshole. He crossed his eyes and made me
Sorry,
laugh.
Chris.
Why did that make you laugh?
Because you've got a funny face.
Chris.
You look like a funny deformus.
Deformus.
Chris, I have one facial expression.
It's called being a dickhead.
Chris, how come you don't want to say faggot anymore?
I was gonna say fucker.
I know what you were gonna say.
Fool. Fingless.
What does that mean?
It's a place in Dublin.
Is it really?
It's where horses roam the streets.
That sounds pretty fun.
It's not.
That sounds pretty fun.
It's really scary.
I like that there's that one island because a bunch of people just drop pigs in the water and it's just an island filled with pigs and they like to go swimming.
One of my good friends lives in Finglas. And every time I visited them, there was fucking weird shit going on outside.
The horses would fly sometimes.
There was horses in the street. There was shady characters at each corner. There was upright pianos lying on front lawns.
Golly.
There
It's
was
like Wacky Land.
the taxi driver said, "Never fucking walked out here by yourself." And I was like, "Okay."
Okay.
I said, "Okay, you
I
fuck."
said-
Okay, Mr. Frodo.
Look at that. And pointing out the window and you saw yourself walking down the street by yourself.
I said, "But I'm in here. How can I be out there too?"
No, you're not. And you're just on the street.
And he looked at me and
There's
said,
no car.
"This is the tale of the scary taxi driver incident, where you were inside of it and outside of it."
And you go, oh no.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, Jesus.
How was I outside and inside? It was astral projection, you fucking retard.
What was it that you were saying?
What,
that
you never
they-
astral projected before?
You were telling your friend that you had like a chicken inside of you or something? You
Yeah,
just
no, I was like, what, 6?
went, what did he say? He just went,
Oh no! I used to know this guy called Terry. And he's the loveliest man. But when he was a little boy, he was really, really gullible. And no matter what you said, he'd believe it. So you'd be like, "Terry, there's a chicken in my tummy," and he'd be like, "Is there? Really?" It was really funny.
I just like the way you said it.
Yeah.
Is there?
Is there really?
He's from Dublin. If you guys ever visit Ireland,
chicken.
you have to learn all the different accents.
There's
How many?
fucker,
All I really know,
tucker, and sucker.
there's the Dublin one, where it's like, "I'm from fucking Dublin." There's the D4 one, which is posh Dublin. I can't do that one at all, so I'm not gonna try it. There's
Posh, you
Wexford.
say.
There's Wexford, where I'm from, where it's like, "I'm from fucking Wexford." Oh, fuck you.
Okay, so it's all the same. It's just you do a different pitch to your voice.
Slightly. No, the Cork one is actually different. It's like, "Oh, I'm from Cork."
That's just the pitch
Oh,
again.
fuck you, you're right. Slightly. And then there's the smelly accent.
And how does that go?
Hello, I'm smelly. Oh, my hiccups are gone, yay.
You did it, Chris.
Listen, I wanted this to be family friendly.
Okay, let's make it family friendly.
Hello, little bitch.
Little Bitsby.
That's not family
That's what
friendly.
I said, Bitsby.
Say, hello, viewer, it's me,
Blippy.
Blippy, here again on the
We should get
playground.
Blippy on here. Dude,
Would you have Blippy on the show?
no, I'd be freaked out.
Because he'd be
I'd be
he'd be
scared.
saying, "Look at this man. He's pink."
Pinheaded, ugly, stupid, unfunny.
What if he beat the shit out of you and said, look, he's black and blue?
Bleeding. That would be
They all start
that
with
would be
blip.
completely justified. We'd bring him on just to be like, "Hey, fuck Blippy," and he just kicks the shit out of us. He uses his little athletic body to kick our asses.
He runs you over with a little bulldozer. He goes,
Blippy. Blippy.tv.
TV.
Too bad he's not on blip.tv.
He could have been. He
could've
would have been big on there probably.
Yeah, probably.
I miss Blip.
E. I would take my kids to the playground and they'd see the strange man wearing the hat. And I'd have to explain, let him do his show, just ignore him.
Did you know that if you go on a website called distrokid.com, you can get your song on Spotify.com?
Did you know if you go to the website pizzahut.com,
Yeah.
you can order a Domino's pizza?
All you have to do is hack the URL and
you
change
type-
it to Domino's.
You type in the promo code,
That's a pretty good life
give
hack.
me different pizza, and then go to the URL bar and type in Domino's.
Domino. Hey, guess what?
Yeah?
I like Domino's. I eat it when I'm hungry.
So fuck you.
Guess what?
I like Domino's.
Domino's
Is
has
actually-
the best crust.
Domino's is actually really good.
Guess what?
It used to stink.
Here's a life hack. Go on Domino's.org. Go to the order page. Order a pizza. This is the hack. You ready for it?
When you leave a comment, say "smile at
This
me."
is
God
not a
damn it.
joke. This is real. You want the best pizza ever? You go to the pizza page. This is real.
you like twirled a little fake mustache there.
This is real. You go to the pizza page. You order less cheese, less pepperoni, less jalapenos, and you order that pizza, and it will be the perfect fucking pizza.
You say jalapenos?
Yes.
No, Chris. The secret is that you,
You
do
can
extra.
order jalapenos
You do
if
extra
you
cheese,
want.
extra sauce.
No!
You do extra sauce.
Extra cheese.
Extra sauce.
Fucking disgusting.
Extra sauce makes the pizza.
I used to
Extra
think
sauce
that
makes the
until one
pizza.
time it just tasted like tomatoes, and I almost puked.
What's wrong with tomatoes?
Yeah, what's wrong with tomatoes?
They're gross. They're slug-like. They're orbiting. They're fucking nasty.
What the hell are you talking about? They're slug-like and they're orbiting.
Listen.
They have a gravitational pull.
Look, this is the way I see it. You get a pizza, if it has too much cheese on it, it gets real heavy and makes you sick. If you get the light cheese, you get that
I would
nice...
say it tends to ruin the crust. if
Yes, you get the light
Here's
cheese.
what I say,
It's just enough, and it makes it taste great.
When you put the vegetable on the pizza, it'd make it make my teeth feel real good. But when you put the extra cheese, that's too much.
Yeah, so get less... this is not a joke. Get less cheese.
You ask for double sauce
Double sauce? No, oh my god.
and a handful of salami.
That's special instructions. Less cheese and a handful of salami. What would you do if that guy with the fucking epic brow showed up and just handed you a slice of salami?
I would be terrified. That would be a thing he would do.
What if he said...
Say, "Oh, sorry about the fucking pizza. Here's salami."
What if he said, peel open the salami, I dare you? What would you say?
And there's a little baby inside.
No, it'd be like a human face on the
No, what would you
underside
do
of
if
one
he
of them.
said, there's nothing wrong with salami, and you just like peel it in half and there's just a perfect centipede just alive inside of it?
Here you go.
You go, that is my boy. He play trick.
Thanks for the tip. Fuck you.
The centipede like crawls back onto his finger and they both leave laughing.
No, I crawl into his finger.
Oh, that's gross! Just into his fingernail?
Yeah.
His fingernail opens like a little door.
Like a little toe.
Come back inside, little centipede. Julian,
Yeah?
you're doing great.
I killed the ghost.
Why is there a ghost frog?
I don't know.
Does that mean there's an afterlife in this game?
Here's a good song. Ghost frog! Ghost frog!
I don't get it.
Ghost frog! Ha 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 ha.
Uh-huh. Where are you going with it?
It was a funny song.
Is it?
It's my favorite.
Julian doesn't know what's going on.
Now do the Fallout Boy version of it.
Ghost frog, I am a frog.
I am a frog.
That's not the Fallout Boy version.
What the hell? You do it. I don't know anything about
I do
music.
it.
I keep telling you this shit.
They did the Ghostbusters one, remember?
Yeah, we go da 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 da. We gotta go. Go ba da.
I'm not scared. They do the little rap bit.
I'm not scared. Fuck you. No, go away.
They go, there's something strange in the neighborhood.
Oh yeah. We gotta go.
That is how they sang. I forgot.
You go der. No, I can't
That's
remember.
Batman.
Where am I missing?
It's not even the good one. The good one's the Japanese one.
Batman.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because they say, Batman, I love you. That's the song. That's the actual song.
Batman, I love you.
Pull it up on your phone.
I believe you.
Okay.
I don't want to waste my data. Do you realize how fucking hard to come by it is?
Yeah, you
Data?
gotta find it on
Yeah.
the floor.
You have to find data packets out on the street. They have an iPhone app for
You
it.
have to catch them in small netted balloons.
Netted balloon.
That'd be fun.
That would be fun. You know, I think we've lost a lot of our humanity with this age of the internet. I feel
So
like
it's like kids these days. They always got their face buried in their phone.
Do you like all those political comics when Pokemon Go came out? That it's all the kids looking at their phone, or like there's they were doing it every situation because it's just like, this is unhealthy. It's a thing I have no awareness of. So they what was the one? There was like a kid being tucked in, and he said, "No, tell me a story about Pokemon Go." Or they would show like all the kids with their faces down on their phone,
Yeah.
with like a Pokemon riding them on like a saddle, like on their neck.
Yeah.
Like fucking kids on their phones. Am I right? People were going outside and shit. Like it wasn't a bad thing.
it was better than most like
Yeah,
phone
exactly.
activity. Also, I love those comics that are literally just like there's a big thing and it has the thing it represents written on it, and then there's another thing that has
That's the
that
best.
thing written on it.
That's the best.
But what's the point of that? There's like literally no reason for that if they're just gonna write the word on it.
That's a joke.
I actually saw a really funny parody of that. You want to see it?
Was it the Onion ones? Were those the Kelly comics? Those are my favorite.
It was
I
just
didn't
a
know
meme.
they were a parody.
You didn't know they were
I'm
parody.
just really bad at recognizing parody, aren't I?
Maybe.
That's all it is. I'm too
It's
stupid.
because you have very
It's
low.
this
You have
one.
very low
Look
faith.
at that.
Make sure you
Show
show
it to
it.
Julian right now.
Here, look.
It didn't crack, did it?
No.
Okay, cool.
Julian just smashed my
What
phone.
was that burp?
Oh no.
He just tried throwing my iPhone back. He just smashed it off the wall.
Out of the,
What?
out
Why?
of the huge target.
You aimed.
out of the
You could have aimed anywhere.
huge target
You've
of
got
the couch.
20 feet of couch right here, and
and
you.
I hit the microphone stand.
Which is really thin.
Yeah.
You aimed right at it.
Jesus.
Okay, Julian, we were talking earlier about what have you ever done to annoy me, and I couldn't think of anything.
I'm sorry.
I'll remember that one.
I'm sorry. Chris.
No, it was funny. It made me laugh.
Well, then it didn't annoy you.
Yeah, but it could have broken.
If it broke, I would be furious, but it's actually perfectly fine. I gotta say, these iPhones are made out of good shit.
But they're unhealthy.
I'm gonna look at mine right now.
Kids should be using the Pony Express.
Okay, bets.
Uh-huh.
Am I going to be able to finish or not?
Yeah, you'll be fine.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kiss the girl. Fuck the girl.
I kissed a girl and oh,
Oh, brother.
I kissed a boy just to get off.
What'd you think about the little Mermo?
She's stupid.
Did you know it was gonna be called the Little Murmur because she loses her voice and she lets out a little murmur?
I don't get it. If she wanted legs, why don't you just grow legs like a normal fish?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because it takes a long time.
It only takes like millions of years.
Yeah.
I mean, she's already a fantastical character. It's
You
not like,
idiots,
It's
why?
not like she had a rule. Oh, Julian!
They did it on their own. I didn't put him there.
Julian,
Yeah.
you're funny. I can't get
thank
over
you,
that.
Chris.
I can't get over it. There was so much soft, their couch is huge and soft, and he literally just
He also
smashes
didn't
it.
do a gentle throw.
He threw it like a baseball.
I'm sorry.
Julian, it's okay. I still think you're pretty epic.
Those are very loud.
I want to,
Die.
yes.
No, don't. What? What do you want?
Power.
Power?
Unlimited power.
You want power?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want.
Shall we achieve this?
I want.
That's my favorite line from Resident Evil.
I want. What is your favorite Resident Evil game? Dingus.
Resident Evil High Flyers.
Let's give
The-
brief. Let's give brief
Res-
game
Resident-
reviews.
Resident Evil The Great Balloon Race was quite the spin-off. I wasn't expecting it.
Resident Evil meets Scooby Doo.
They were on the Scooby-Doo movies.
That would be a really good mod, actually. What? It would be perfect.
You know, it would be a good mod.
What?
Death?
Resident Evil meets Scooby Dumb.
Scooby Dumb was a character.
I'm not dumb. I know about Scooby Dumb.
Okay, I think I know a thing or
He
two.
was gray. He was dumb.
Yes, he had buck teeth.
He had a big fucking scarf.
He had the downs.
He had he did have the doggy downs. He had a little hat. He had flippers. He had a hula hoop that he dragged along behind him.
No! God damn it!
They'd try to get him to leave it behind, but he wouldn't do it.
He had a long Japanese mustache. He had feathers sticking out
Listen,
of his ear.
if they had his eyes closed all the time, he could be a stereotypical character.
He
Yeah.
could, yeah, he had the buck teeth.
Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo.
That's not the theme song.
Are you sure?
Scooby-Doo.
Did you
He's
like?
the dog.
What was your favorite song from Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island?
I never actually saw it. I remember all my friends liked it.
I
but
love it
never-
still. It's still cool.
I never saw it.
There's a good song in there.
Which one is that? Is that the one about how it's terror time again?
Yes. He goes, when there's zombies on the prowl and they're coming up your
Dang old fucking man! Get out of there!
It's a terror time again.
I remember it being animated pretty well.
It is. It's,
because it's a Japanese.
Who is it by?
Oh, that makes it's Studio Ghibli.
Yeah.
I don't know who they outsourced. You can tell though. That was the thing with 80s cartoons. You could always tell when it was outsourced to a Japanese studio because it was just like a huge jump in quality.
Apparently, The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2 was animated by the guys who did Akira. And The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2 looks like shit,
It's garbage, yeah.
which is very strange.
Well, apparently, Akira was animated by Akira Toriyama.
Well, that's stupid because Akira was animated by Dragon Ball.
But Dragon Ball was brought into the world by Akira.
No, Dragon Ball was brought in the world by the Dragon Ball.
No, Dragon Ball, because he rides the motorcycle, and he says, "I wish I had a Dragon Ball," and his wish was granted. So he had to make
Wouldn't
that
he
wish.
have to have the Dragon Balls?
No, because his final wish was, "I wish you needed all 7 Dragon Balls to make a wish next time."
If Pikmin were real, what would
Yes,
happen?
they would be pests.
Yeah.
They would just be constantly fucking up your shit. And nobody would be able to stop
True.
them.
Would you feel bad killing them?
No.
They would feel
You barely
disgusting.
feel bad killing them now.
They would feel disgusting. They'd be all slimy. They had mucus all over them. They're all shiny looking.
They stand upright like little people, though. You wouldn't kill them.
I would.
I wouldn't. I'd scoop them into a little cup and then pour mercury on them.
But then they would swarm your fingers and kill you.
No, I'd pour mercury on them.
Mercury.
Oh, don't you dare. Don't you kids dare.
Whoa.
They almost went in the water.
Okay, let's play a game.
Uh-huh.
Besides Pikmin.
Okay.
This is the game. I say some trivia and then you applaud me.
Okay.
Pikmin was made in 2001.
Hooray!
2001.
It's so true.
Pikmin was developed by a red man, a yellow man, and a blue man. A bloomin' onion.
They all shared a bloomin' onion. They said, "Let's make a game."
Do you like bloomin' onions?
They're actually pretty good.
I love them.
Julian doesn't like onions.
I don't really
yeah,
like
that's
onions
true, I didn't
either,
think of
but
that.
bloomin' onions are good.
I like onions.
I like hot water. I like throwing it on people. Do the hot water challenge.
That's what you asked for when we went to IHOP. You said, I like hot water.
Hot water.
You got any hot water for my wound?
And they said, we can get you hot water. You said, I want it. I just want to know if you have it.
Okay, here's a fun new challenge.
Uh-huh.
It's called the nail glue challenge.
It's where you glue,
You glue nails.
nails.
to your face.
No, it's
And
where
then
you
you lay
use,
down for bed.
You use nail glue and you weld your penis shut, and then you try to pee out of it.
It's called the bucket.
Don't do that.
The
What?
bucket prank challenge. You put a bucket above a doorway and you glue a knife into it and see if it can fall on the person's head.
I got a new challenge. It's called the Death in the Dark challenge, where you die in the dark and see if your friends can recover your body.
If they can revive you.
I like that game. That sounds like fun.
Best played in the woods or on a beach. I found him. I win.
It's like 6 months later.
He looks green though. He looks like a green skeleton.
They'd be crying. They're so happy.
The hot water challenge, y'all.
Why did they do the hot water challenge?
Because she saw it on Ghostbusters.
It's true. It was in the new movie.
Hot water challenge, y'all. That was Melissa McCarthy.
Leslie Jones throws the hot water on the ghost.
Yep. And then the ghost sprays
and then,
it all over
and
her
then
face.
the ghost holds up Hamtaro porn. She says, "This is what's wrong with America."
I like her. She's stupid.
That was, I mean, that was like the funniest thing that she's ever done, was overreacting to images like that.
Yes.
How do you?
It's really funny.
when someone is sending you Hamtaro porn. I don't know how at that point you can think of it.
It's insane seeing celebrities react to like internet humor. It's the weirdest thing.
Remember when Mel Gibson got sent a photo of Hamtaro porn? He said, "I can get into this."
He made a movie about it.
It's called Passion of the Christ.
It's called Apocalypto.
Because his passion were those little hamsters and their big adventures.
And Christ, because he was creeping hard,
The creeping
readily
Christ.
inside
Are you
satanic
trying to make a...
satanic temples. What?
Beware the creeping Christ.
What would you do if like images of Jesus were just him as like a vampire-y looking ghoul?
I'd be very happy. I'd be...
Would you worship him more?
I might be more interested, yeah.
Like not like a cool vampire, like more like a Nosferatu vampire.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Of course. That is the cool vampire.
Why is there not an actual good Nosferatu movie?
Like,
Modern
besides
version.
Nosferatu.
I don't think that's good though.
I like it a lot. Hey, you.
It's just boring to watch.
You see this thing,
God
Chris?
damn it.
That's Julian.
Yeah, it just...
I like curry. Blah, blah.
Over here. There
That
you
thing's
go.
scary. Oh,
No.
he got killed.
He wasn't supposed to get 8. Ah, damn it. I wasn't ready. Because I didn't think he was going to get eaten. God damn it.
This music sounds like the Wind Waker sound font.
Sounds like Mario
It probably
64.
is. It's on the...
I wonder if these games use the same sound font. I
Oh,
never-
they do.
Yeah?
Star Fox 64 used the same one as Ocarina of Time.
Oh. I always wonder how they make sound fonts. Like, how do they make a French horn noise and shit?
They go, and then they slow it down.
I guess you're right. If I could choose, I'd make a sound font out of you.
Out of who?
Ding dong.
That's an evil villain. He traps people in his lair to make sound fonts out of them.
That'd be fun. Watch out! Oh.
Yeah, that's what he's supposed to do.
Oh, they're kicking the shit out of him. Throwing them is really satisfying.
It is.
Leave him alone.
That's half of why I love this game so much.
You gotta make everything satisfying or else your game's stinky.
No, look over here.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
You'll have to try it all, Chris.
What?
You press 1 and
here.
0 on the keyboard and it makes it. That's what I've learned.
They got
over
good,
here.
good smacking animations, good smacking particles, good smacking sounds. Really makes you feel like you're smacking a guy.
Damn it. He was supposed to throw the bomb.
There were many graphics in this game, as well as many smackings.
We got the new smacking physics engine.
I think this game's called Smackerinos.
you remember-
I didn't read the title. I give it a 9.
Do you remember in like 2009 when that boxing game came out for the PS3 and all the faces were really funny because it had
Throw
like
them off.
face punching physics?
Oh yeah. Remember they used to advertise like the 360 when it came out, and they're like, "You see that man? You can see the sweat on him."
Yeah,
That was a big thing they kept bringing up.
it was. Remember back then used to be like, whoa, now it really looks photorealistic, but they still haven't quite reached photorealism yet.
There's
Certain things that I'm like,
There's points where if you squint, it kind of looks like it.
Yeah.
Resident Evil, in some
the bomb,
points,
throw the bomb. Damn
because of how detailed it is.
yeah.
PT looked really nice.
PT was one of the, I think, the most photorealistic.
Yeah,
things
PT I think is
remember.
one of the nicest examples.
Not in
'cause
terms
there's
of the
like-
characters,
but there was
the,
an NBA game
the
that
environment
actually
was really good.
the way it's zoomed out, it makes it look kind of convincing. But then there were like the screenshots, like the guy's hand is going through someone's head.
Yeah.
And you see that, and from a distance, by seeing that, you're just
No.
like, what the fuck? Did this happen in real life?
Yeah.
It gets really unsettling.
Even
at that
in
point.
movies, they haven't quite reached actual. I mean, they're doing really good. Stuff at least looks really nice now.
Come on, throw it, throw it.
Have you
throw
seen the
it.
new Planet of
Ah.
the Apes? There were scenes in that where I'm like, okay, that looks pretty dang real.
Did you see the new Apes of the Planet?
I saw Ape Planet.
You saw Ape Planet?
Yeah, it's just a planet with a big monkey face on it and two monkey hands
And
at the
it's,
side.
and it's screaming because it doesn't
Going,
want to be a planet.
Oh! He's just like drifting
would you
through
do,
space,
Chris?
trying to grab near planets, but he can't.
Yeah,
quite
what would you
reach
do
it.
if there was another planet and that's what it looked like?
An ape planet?
Yeah.
I'd be terrified that it ever would drift close to Earth. Because I'm
you would
aware
just
of.
pop it in its mouth without thinking twice.
No, because look, Julian, he'd be like that. His hands would be
Yeah.
like at the side of his head, so he wouldn't be able to quite grab anything.
Why is this the final man?
This is the final man?
He is.
Oh,
He doesn't seem like it, right?
yeah, I thought he was just a mini boss.
The Spider Boys are better.
Spider Boy. Ah.
What do you think of the funny Spider Pig joke?
Yeah, funny.
What is the joke?
That
Reference.
it's silly.
Because Spider-Man,
Throw the
Spider
bomb. Throw the bomb.
Pig.
Yeah,
It's,
he did it.
It's funny because they put it in the trailer and that made people think it was funny.
I've never understood it.
That's the reason.
Am I
If
just-
it wasn't in
am
the
I just
trailer, people would
stupid?
go, what? It's because the trailer does the thing where the music stops and it makes you go,
Yeah.
oh, that's funny. Oh, me get it.
Oh, no, 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 no.